Good evening. Lord of
Good
the
evening.
Rings. Yeah. Lord of the Rings, Monday, November 18th. This evening, uh, what is his name? Nalastaeus is here, Faster's here, Edwin's here, Artemis is here. What am I drawing a blank about here? Um, Callan is not here. Sorry, Callan. But yeah, so he'll be here in a little bit. But either way, um, we're back in Eriador slash Middle Earth or comma Middle Earth. Um, the Fellowship had gone north to here in the northern Chetwood, main Chetwood forest, and had found a little farmstead where Flory had his family. And I think I'll let you guys take over from there.
It, it was a farmstead? There was an entire castle there.
There was a farmstead there, the one that was burned on the bottom southeast.
Well,
Yeah.
we found his treasure. Um, it wasn't silver or gold. It was actually his family, and they were being held captive by a sea witch and, well, a pond, lake witch, I guess. Um, and we took the boat, got over, freed them, fought the monster, and the wife got hurt really bad, and Onwin saved her. Um, and we went back into the castle to see if there was anything of note, if we can identify any of the people that were there. And we found another dwarven ring.
No,
One of the rings. One of the seven.
Um,
I'm not touching that ring.
that
I'm
was
scared
pretty
of that
much
ring.
it. If there is anything I missed, please let me know.
We have a prisoner.
Do we?
You do. Uh, was it Jory? Is that how?
or
Oh,
Well, that's the man that we were helping to get his family back.
Yeah, but
Are we counting him as a prisoner?
Nalastaeus is counting him as a prisoner. I think,
Alistaeus is making sure he comes back with us, right?
yeah,
Jerry.
yeah. Um,
Deceitful.
Maybe he sensed from Fastrid that he wasn't being seen as a prisoner. It would just be a conversation about how there were other ways to deal with Jerry's problem and his decision to lure all these other people to his death. He's going to have a Callan used a word, a reckoning.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, I think that's what he said.
So technically, he's a prisoner. Tried to deal with his problem on his own, and Anastasia said no, and Faster had walked over and started talking as well. Participated in the conversation about uh,
Yeah.
something about you don't need to do that. And I think Anastasia says you're not going to do that. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, obviously.
Yeah. So, Bastard, if you want us to figure that out, Nalastaeus's thought is that we have it's not our decision to make, but we need to tell the people of the community what happened and allow them to deal with it within the course of their justice.
Lady Artemis, my friend,
Yes. What's up?
have you heard of any people missing? Any big hullabaloo about people disappearing in Bree since you've been here?
People disappearing? I don't remember being told that at all.
Well, you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
We're gone for a while.
I haven't
But
been filled
your
in
mom
on.
would have said something about, you know,
Right.
adventures or,
Which
you
you
know,
I mean, I did ask fairly thoroughly when I was at the inn, I think, with my brother and trying to get updates on what had happened. No one mentioned anyone missing.
Yeah, the bones in
Not
that
that I can.
the bones in that tower must have had muscle and skin on them at one point and come from somewhere. And
you don't know who they were, where they came from. Do we just go up to the Council of Bree and say, hey, this guy killed some random people? What are they going to do?
I look at Jari and I say, he knows who they were. He brought them here.
Barry puts his head down.
Pick up.
It's up at you.
What 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 say you?
He is trying to avoid talking about his decisions and insists that he just wants to talk about his family is safe. That's all that
We've
matters.
already talked about that.
The this family has more than suffered for what has happened. Like, to do anything with Yari would just make the rest of them suffer even more. Can
I
we
don't
do
think they
that?
should stay here anyway. I think we
Well,
need to
not
go back to Bree, and if they choose to live there, they should choose to live there. If they want to go somewhere else, they'll have to travel there, but I don't think they should stay here.
I'm not suggesting
I
staying
agree.
here. I'm suggesting, well, do we have to like go to an authority and turn this person in?
I think we do. I agree that there needs to be a reckoning. And somehow we need to try to find out who these people are so we can tell them what happened to their family.
Yeah.
You know, Jari brought people here and they probably have families or friends or someone who maybe they weren't from Bree, maybe they were from other places. I don't know what he's done, but I know these are people he brought here. He admitted to doing it. And I understand he was trying to keep his family alive, but he could have
That
asked for
was
a different kind of help, and we could have done what we did out of trying to help his family, not out of treachery.
yeah, he was willing to do it the way he did, and that's kind of, I don't know.
so it might not be for us to decide, but I don't believe that it's for us to keep it a secret what Jari has done.
I would more than anything, I would like to be able to let the friends or family or village of these people, that other people that didn't survive, let them know
Mhm.
where the remains are and that we
Let them
put them
know
to rest.
that I believe we should do that. I don't. You're probably right, as usual.
Well, I'm not going to lie about how they died or passed, and people would ask. And I understand that they suffered much, this family.
You hear one of the kids go, Paul. See, they're over there calling him over. Jerry looks at you guys and looks at his son, kind of like waiting for permission.
Um, I look at the rest of the party.
Anything to say?
No? Should we? I mean, he should be able to go to his family, though. We're not like keeping him like detained, are we?
No, he should go to his son.
He walks over, sits with him, and just they start having a hushed conversation.
Hmm.
So, what time of day is it? Is it, we spent the night, right? So, is it morning?
It is this morning. It's second breakfast,
Okay.
which I think Faster. I don't know. Is Faster's stomach upset?
Um, a little, yes.
Not sure if that would affect his hunger.
He's uncharacteristically unhungry.
Um, well, if Jari would give us a hint as to the towns he's been to, we could at least get word to back to those places that we, have found remains. Perhaps they would know. Once the town knows, they would know who it is.
And now Stas will ask Artemis in Bree, are there charitable enough people that we may be able to help Jari's family?
Are there charitable people for what? Repeat that.
In Bree, and are there enough charitable people in Bree that we may be able to help Jari's family?
Sure, there are.
I'm sure. I'm sure there are.
Shall we head to Bree and perhaps on the trip, Jari can talk to us, or one of us. I could talk to him if you want to try to understand what towns he's been to. If he doesn't want to say names, he certainly can tell us towns.
Sure.
I agree.
Me as well.
It gives you guys a list, or he gives it to Emily. I mean, you get it there.
Oh, say that again.
He gives Anwin the list, which I posted in the Discord.
Um, let's see. Did you put it in the group?
Yeah, for
Yep.
the race.
Hang on a second. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. So some of those are on our way back, right?
Mhm.
Combe is, I think, and of course Bree. Oh yeah, Staddle's nearby.
So Archit, then Combe, then Staddle, then Bree.
Yeah, looks like it.
The
Well,
Is it both Anwin and Artemis who are really familiar with this area?
Artemis mainly, but Anwin's not unfamiliar.
These are warded lands, right, Sam?
I mean, it's on your sheet, I think, right?
Mm, I ran out of room. My sheet is so full of things.
Heard it over.
Yeah. The other side too.
So
What do I have on here?
Nalasteus would ask if one of these communities has a reputation for being more just than the others.
Arcot is because they're up here where they are. They tend to take a harder stand versus, I mean, you know what? I'm not answering your question properly. Arcot is more firm and stern in their justice. Fairness, probably more Stato and Bree.
Okay. Um, because Nalasteus is not insensitive that Jari was in a horrible position. I want to see him treated fairly. So I think we should, as we pass through these other townships, villages, not necessarily say we have Jari until we get to the place where we feel that he'll be treated with the most fairness.
Yeah,
But
perhaps
wouldn't they
wait
think that
for
we,
Bree. Go ahead, sorry.
sorry, wouldn't they think that we lied to them? That we had the perpetrator right there and they could have done something?
Yeah, that's a good point. I wouldn't feel any compulsion to protect Jari with dishonesty. Um,
Well, I mean, we could simply say we're taking him to Bree for
yeah,
his
Yeah.
day of reckoning, his day of truth, or so they know that, we are dealing with it.
Yeah, that would work.
I agree with that.
Well, you guys head south, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me roll a d4 for me. Oh, yeah, that supplement. Awesome.
3.
3. My page is closed. I had 9 books open.
Hmm.
I had 9 books open. It's a specific page because I spent some time yesterday and today looking through stuff.
That sounds about right.
So let's see. Well, you wrote a 3, you said?
Hmm.
Cold, foggy today.
I would roll that.
It's appropriate.
Yeah. Weather conditions on the road by Travis Fleming. Anyway, yeah. You guys are traveling along.
Go ahead to our chat.
Okay. Right. I will need that. Okay. They head to Archit. Coming in, town is a logging town. Where's that? There it is. Yeah, up here they get their wood from the Archet wood, haul it over processing, and then ship it south. I see people milling about and milling. They have several horses that they, put on a wheel to work the saws. The stream bed over here is, dry out. And they have a little pond, I guess, northern marsh up that way. But nothing of enough power to power a mill. So they have mounts that do that. Um, What do you guys do?
Um, so some of these towns have, or do they call them sheriffs? What do they call them? I forget.
Oh, sure.
Constables?
Constables and sheriffs.
Yeah. So we would, I would ask where to find their constable or sheriff. See somewhere we could speak with them. Or some town leader, at least.
So, oh, come on. Give me my town, folks.
Do we want to do this all as a group? What Nalasteus is a little bit worried about is that the sheriff is just going to run Jari through, and that's not necessarily justice.
I could do it with, just a couple of us or something, and the rest of you could stay just together with a family.
I'll stay with the family.
Yeah, Nalasteus will too.
Okay. So you guys are staying with the family while you're going, are you guys staying out of the town or in the town?
I could treat Fastred to a tea or another beverage of his choice. There's a place we could stop for that.
We
Tea.
do this. Share. You guys come into town itself. You can see some of the buildings are kind of on larger little vendor spots, different parts. There's an inn here. And you're looking for the what is it called? The constable here, correct, madam?
Yeah, it's either the constable or a town leader. I don't know what they have for government, but
They point out Calder Cobb, well, not Calder, Alder Cobb, ALDR Cobb. He's basically a captain of Arcade. They're constable for that matter. And he's over there talking between two woodsmen who are disputing whose trees cut. Basically, a dispute between two merchants. And after a few moments, says, "You're going to do this, you're going to do that. This is how we're going to resolve it," and done. And he forces them basically to shake hands and go on about their business. And he turns and looks at you, and he's got a red beard, red mustache, long red hair, tied in a single knot this way. And he bows. He says, "Yes, my lady."
um, good morning, and I see some of your citizens say you help to lead the town or perhaps enforce things. I see you with a woodsman.
I do.
So I actually am going to inquire, do you have people who have gone missing in the last, I don't know, couple months, perhaps?
We have, a couple of gentlemen went out for their fortune, and then a couple of young teens, male, female. So four.
So I kind of described to him, where we were up in the mountains there,
Mhm.
and the fact that we found some remains, and it was clear it was from troll attacks.
Oh, do you have the remains or with you?
We put them to rest up there,
I see.
but I wish to try to find at least someone who may know of these people and let them know, so
Well,
they won't wonder what happened to them.
well, the two men are from some loggers. They were actually loggers, single, unmarried. But the teens themselves, their parents have been looking for them, and they're on the other side, towards the south gate. Um, and he points it out. Let me see, bring that up quick. And show you where the house is too. Did it go somewhere else? Oh no, it didn't. Yay. Stop share. Points the gate out and he points to houses over here to the far east.
Okay.
Of course, he's on the other side of the gate because they're on the inside. He points it out.
Of course, I don't know the identities for sure, but I do have I think we picked up some trinkets and things
Okay.
that could have possibly belonged to them, and so brought them back in hopes if we did find out who went missing, we could identify them with the trinkets.
Well, would you mind coming to my workspace? I can pull the papers for these and I can mark it
Sure,
as possibly found.
sure, that'd be fine.
Helen, the party fellowship had a conversation with Jari and within the group about what's going to be the disposition of Jari, and I'll let the fellowship continue from there, what they were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't want to give us we talked about, what to do about him, and he didn't particularly want to talk about the people he had lured up there. But I said, well, at least he could tell us what towns he went to.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have the names of 4 towns, including Bree. And it happened our Chet was the closest and first town and so that's why we're here, where
Oh.
Anwen's trying to speak to them about who might have gone missing, and I presume we had some trinkets and things from the site.
Yeah. And is Jari with us?
Oh yeah. The family is with us. We're taking the family to Bree.
Okay.
So, and Bastard had some reservations about Jari's need for a reckoning, but I would let Bastard describe that.
Yeah, just Pastry just thinks that it, I mean, there's no, I don't know. It's complicated.
That's fair.
On the one hand, yes, he does see the need for justice. On the other hand, I mean, he was just in a very crappy situation that he couldn't get out of until he found people that were able to help him.
So,
Like
Right.
maybe he did try at the beginning to save his family and kill the monster, like what we did, but I mean, it didn't work, obviously. So maybe this was the only way to keep his family alive.
so
Yeah.
so as we're going to these villages, we're not coming in saying, hey, we found this dwarf who was luring people into certain death, right? Because we want to have justice, right? Bastard is correct that maybe the first 3 times he thought he was finding adventurers that could kill these trolls and free his family.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to see is a local constable just immediately go for Jari's head. We want Jari to be able to tell his story. So at the moment, Anwen's talking to the constable in our chat. Nalasteus and Fastrid and Artemis are with the family.
Okay. Is Sonia not here today?
She was.
Oh, we
Oh.
lost her.
I didn't know we had lost her.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't realize we
That
had
was
either.
focused. Yeah,
Getting so wrapped up in the story, I wasn't
yeah.
even looking.
I didn't see her drop. Yes.
Okay, so we're just talking to people trying to figure out who's
Yeah, I
missing
was
kind of thing.
Well,
talked to the captain of our chat. He's like their constable, and he said there were some people that went missing.
Okay.
if I'm understanding correctly, Fastred and now stayed with the family outside of town to the north. And I'm not the Artemis as well. And Anwen was the one that went into town and found the constable, Mr. Cobb. And he spoke to uh Artemis and yeah, there were four, two of them were teens, two were unmarried loggers, and said you know, yeah, Alder Cobb was his name. So put his name in the chat.
Wow. They had a
Um,
whole life ahead of them.
yeah, I don't know. Did all of us go into the town and then we just separated and
I,
passed?
I thought you guys stayed outside
Yeah, I thought you were waiting outside town also,
in the north.
just in case. I mean,
Yeah,
And that was your suggestion, I believe.
yeah.
Not go in.
I just wasn't sure if we were outside of the town or if we were in the town and just separated. I'm good either way.
You guys want to do?
all right. So I was going with Alder. He
Right.
was going to check something.
Yes. He takes you to his workspace. It's basically his home, but it's the front office. And brings you in and it's got a little desk to the side, little it's got a mini cooking setup for tea and biscuits and stuff. And offers you tea or water, whatever you want. It's already warmed up. And he pulls out a journal, flips the pages. He goes back a couple of his reports, and he writes the names of people. Um, let's see. And, the unmarried loggers, Vins and Rarin, and the teens, Rose and Bryce.
Was
All
I
right.
left outside too with the rest of the group, or was I in with Anwin?
Well, it wasn't determined. I mean, I presumed you would stay. You would stayed outside, but you can
Okay.
adjust
Okay.
however you want. Anwin being the Ranger of the North, I think she's used to dealing with people, right? Humans stuff.
Yeah, I don't have. I'm a little blunt how I deal with humans, but I'm used to it.
Which these folk probably appreciate better than people from Gondor. Which, well, I'll take that back. Gondor can be pretty up in your face too. Those damn Gondorians. So, but yeah,
Um,
he brings out the journal, turns it around, points at the names, and they're a couple weeks apart, several weeks, in fact. The pointing out the two teens, and you see a note next to the teens' names in like their version of parentheses, eloped question mark.
oh, so they weren't related. They were just friends or companions. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, the remains were not clear on
Hmm.
size and gender and age. So, um, but perhaps if I talk to the parents and show them the trinkets, they would know if this is, here. And I would pull out a little satchel with a few things. Here's some of the things we found. Perhaps like a ring and a necklace and brooch or something like that.
The necklace, he pulls it to the side, says, This looks like roses.
Oh,
And he just puts his head down.
oh, I'm so sorry.
That was a gift from her uncle on her name day. I mean,
Well, do you wish me to speak to the parents then, or do you want to do that? Or my friends are waiting for me. We have other places to go to, but
oh, you have friends outside of town?
yes, they're just waiting. Um,
They're welcome to come into town.
so we need to continue our journey back to Bree,
I see. Well, very well.
and
I'll go with you to the families or to the two.
okay,
You know, I mean,
okay,
in fact, if you'll allow me to do the introduction.
yes,
Okay. So, a few minutes of walking down to the southern gate and knocking on the first door, you see a tall guy, um, beard, um, hair's a mess. You see he has um, large hands, and in one of the hands you see what are those wood shavers, and he looks at the constable, looks at you, and says, "Yes, sir." And he introduces you that you're passing through and that you have some information that you'd like to share with him. And and
yeah,
I'm sorry, he says that this is before you get there, he says this is her dad or
oh,
where the Rose lives, her family, and
and she is her mother there, or
just her dad.
oh, she has no mom.
Mother is passed. Oh,
Yeah. Um,
yeah.
and so I'll look at him and say, um, I understand you have a daughter who went missing.
Yes, I mean that Bryce, and he shakes his head and dreams of love. These young kids.
Um, I would hope that that is the case. Um, but perhaps you should sit because I have some news that is not good, and I don't know if it. Well, I start to explain. We found this place in the mountains. We were attacked by trolls. I kind of quickly cover the story. And then I say, I just talk about the trolls. I don't bring in Jerry. And
He
and
drops
I say,
the wood shaver on the ground with a large thump, and his face goes white.
yes, you
You're going
should
with
sit.
that. Constable grabs him, sits him down, and he looks at you, and he keeps shaking his head no.
And then I say to the constable, I don't know if he still has the necklace, but I say, we have these things that we found among remains.
He puts it
You
on.
should show him.
He puts it on the table, and he lets out a wail. WAIL, obviously,
Yeah.
and just it's not a good scene. It's very. He just breaks down, and um Constable puts his hand on his shoulder and looks at you, kind of like, give him a moment.
Hmm. So I will kind of step outside.
Okay. After a few minutes, he comes out, and I'll have to check on him later. You want to take care of the next one?
Yes. Yes.
So, going to the next house, not too far down, you see a woman gardening out front, a man in the back chopping wood, which seems to be the big thing here. Um, Seeing the constable comes up, she stands up, waves at him, smiling, and looks at you, and she gives you a happy wave as well, and walks you over. That's crazy. The song that came on,
What was it?
the tears upon your face. Anyway,
Oh,
um, so Yeah. She she walks up and looks at the constable and looks at his face and then looks at you. And constable introduces you and says, you know, she has some information for you.
Um, and her husband comes over too.
Yeah, I mean, he's still chopping wood. He hasn't been called over yet.
Oh. You may want to get your husband,
Okay.
and you may want to sit. I bring bad news, but I don't. It's an odd thing. I don't really know if it applies to you for sure. But I understand you're missing a son.
And she stops and calls for her husband, and he comes running over, and they both stop and look at you and look at the constable, and he shakes his head as he sees the look on his wife's face.
And I'll look at the constable and them and say, you probably should sit down. And I'll
Well,
try to be brief, but
and introducing Rayna and Revere, Bryce's parents. Um, they sit down on a bench that's nearby, and they look up at you as you say,
yeah, I'll tell them again about the fact that we went north and were attacked by trolls. We defeated them, but found this lair that they had lived in, and there were human and not some non-human remains in there. And we have been trying to understand. We were able to collect a few things from the remains, but we put the remains to rest. And I'll show them the things that I have other than the necklace, because I left that with the Rose's dad. But I said there was also a necklace that Rose's dad
right.
says was hers.
So she loses it, and the Minriver, he gets real stoic, and she punches him in the chest, and she goes, "You did this," and he's like, and accusing him through his ill thoughts and dreams that he. What's revealed is that he had a dream that his son was killed, and he shared it, to his wife, and she's like, "He's fine," but now, she's like, you dreamt this and you brought ill upon us, and after some time he calms him down, and the whole time he's just stone faced, like he's in shock.
Mm-hmm.
But he tries to talk her through it at the same time that he's going through his own shock. And of course, again, the constable looks at you and nods, and Willie talks to them.
Yes, I'm so sorry, and you have my condolences. And I step outside.
All right. So again, some time passes. He comes out of their fenced yard, and he looks at you, and he says, "Thank you. That's hard to do."
It's very hard, but I thought it best they know.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate you helping me with this, and we will. So you should know we did kill the trolls. So
That was going to be my next question before you.
Yes.
If we needed to grab a posse and head that way.
No, we were able to kill uh 3 trolls,
Wait,
some kind of water witch.
water witch.
She was in a lake up there.
Okay.
So
And you said they're gone.
yes.
Okay. And because you said trolls, so I presume there were more than one.
Yes, there were 3 trolls plus the water witch.
So 4.
Yes, now that I think of it.
Your company was
Yep.
very, very skilled.
They are very skilled. It was fortunate that I was with the group I was with.
Okay. Thank you, Anwin. You're always welcome. When things calm down, I will check in on all of them and tell them that that they're their children are avenged. Not that it would bring their children back, but who knows?
Yeah. Yes.
Anytime you want,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
All right. So I'll head back toward where the group is.
So
And I'll be kind of quiet about it.
while Enwin was gone, Jerry's sitting there with his family, and they're all, huddled, just talking amongst themselves. What are the four of you? And I know Artemis isn't here, but what are the four of you doing? Or the player for Artemis?
Yeah. So just catch me up. So what was the decision? Why did you guys decide not to um bring Jari to face the families?
Because not Nalasteus' thought, and this is given largely to Bastard's advocacy, is that we want justice for Jari. And, while everything looks so bad in terms of the decisions that he made, delivering him to a grieving family and the constable of that grieving family probably wouldn't result in true justice. And rather than have to draw my sword to defend Jari, we decided to not lie. Out of character, Anwin did an amazing job in all of that. To not lie, but to try to get Jari to the place where there's the best chance of actual justice, which we think is Bree.
Back at Bree? And then so what just kind of like there'll be like some sort of trial or something?
I'm
Or
not sure.
or what are you guys thinking?
Yeah, I'm not sure how they work justice in Bree, but it was a question that Nalasteus asked was of these places where we want to try to let families know what happened, where does Jari stand the best chance of not just getting run through on site when the story is told?
Mm-hmm.
And Bree was the answer.
Well, so should we let these grieving families know that they're oh no, because you guys didn't tell them that Jari was involved.
Yeah, and I think something that Anwin said, and tell me if I'm paraphrasing this incorrectly, was that we don't need to lie, but if it comes up, we'll tell them we have it under control.
Mm-hmm.
And that we're taking him for justice. If they were to ask questions more
Right.
about it, about the, how did I know how or anything I wouldn't lie to them, and I would
Yeah.
just tell them that we have the person who's responsible and we are bringing him to justice.
But so your intent is not to tell these other families that
Well, I didn't
that
want to tell. I was thinking that perhaps when we get to Bree, I could send a message back,
right.
and if they wish to come to any kind of trial,
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted
that
to
they would know
yeah.
about it.
Okay.
You could like mention it to the constable before sending the message when we leave Archer to the different town about that maybe.
Well, I didn't want to. I agree with. I think Alastaeus put it well. I didn't want to have to fight or argue with any of these village folks about control of him,
Mm-hmm.
of Jari, and have any. I didn't want there to be physical conflicts between us and some of the villages because we're trying to do the right thing with them.
Yeah.
The
And if they decide that Jari belongs with them and that they're going to take him to justice, then it could result in a fight. That's all I was thinking.
Okay. Yep.
that's true, but I mean also um it could also come to that. I mean, if we don't like say something to the constable before sending a message, because he'll say, "Well, you know, you were right there, you were with us, and you never like mentioned that part," and they might become pretty angry. So maybe if just like an aside or um something. I don't know. I don't know about these things. I'm just a cook.
No, well, I mean, it's a good point. I think um, I could write. I could write something up quickly, keep it brief and just say, we believe that your people were lured to this place. And we have the culprit. We're taking him for justice.
What is Jari's disposition during all this time?
Basically,
I know he's with his family, but
prisoner without chains. Right, guys?
1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, prisoner without chains, I think is a good way to say it.
And last session, he tried to go to the lake and tell Nalasteas, please take care of my family. And Nalasteas like, oh, thanks.
right.
And Pastor stepped in as well. So, yeah, you're not going to take the easy way out. I think that was the general feeling. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Nalasteas.
Yeah, not just an easy way out kind of thing, but yeah, it's not. Others have to be involved
Yeah.
in your reckoning, essentially. That yeah, there's more to it.
Is he bound or anything, or is he still free to roam around and whatnot?
He's still free to roam around, which is why Nalasteus at least in this town, we might, depending on what we see in the next town, want to change it, but Nalasteus has his hand on the hilt of his sword.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Bye. You could spare
I I did really like Anwin's idea about a note, but um, I would almost think it should even be more vague in something to the effect of, we believe there is more to this, so we may you may be hearing from us again, right? Because it kind of sets up then sending that word without them then feeling like they've been deceived later on.
Yeah.
Well, I also don't mind trying to have the conversation with them that basically just says that we think, our group believes there's more to this,
Yeah,
and you may hear from us soon.
yep. I like that, right? But what I think we should really try to avoid is I mean, that constable mentioned a posse. Do we need to go get a posse out into the woods? I'm afraid that if they knew that we had someone who we thought was responsible, it'd be that posse coming out of town for that person.
Okay.
All right. So, and when add a point of inspiration to your character sheet, that was real nice.
Oh,
Did a good job. So that was
thank
for you.
you. Inspiration.
And as we're you come back. Well, no, I'm sorry. We were filling in some gaps in knowledge for Callan. While Anwin was in town, uh, Jari was with his family over here. What was faster than Anastasia and Callan? Artemis is volunteered to keep watch. Keep an eye on them while you guys do whatever you're doing.
I think we'd still be talking about what we do with Jari.
Yeah.
And
It's
now,
a sense where that's where the note idea came from, correct?
yeah.
Yeah, but then at this point, Anwin wouldn't have heard us talk about that then.
Maybe she
Uh,
mentioned it and you guys were talking about it at length.
Yeah. So Fastrid, so you're fairly familiar with Bree, correct?
no. Like most hobbits, I don't really never went outside the Shire until I met Artemis and the previous party. I mean, I explored um, you know, the old forest a bit. Um, and I always listen to Toodles and um, Mr. Bobo talk about their adventures outside the Shire. Um, but this is my first time um being here.
Oh, okay.
So I don't
Yeah. I'm not overly familiar with Bree myself either, so I'm just trying to figure out, what sort of justice will be met with this whole ordeal.
Artemis, since there's the consul's court along with an official magistrate that's in Bree. And for hire, and she looks at Jari situations. She almost said crimes, but skipped it because the kids are there. She's for higher situations, they'll convene and
I mean,
just trails off there from there.
do do you think that they would probably like hold a council with the other villages in order to come to a decision?
And that's what I'm wondering, because they're involved too, right? In some way. I'm not at this point. I'm not sure what Anwin is telling, uh, the families. So are we are we going to want them to come to this trial? Do we just let bygones be bygones with the families, and at least they have some sort of closure?
No, I think depending on what would happen in Bree, what is said, like if they're going to have a trial, I think Anna would try to get either go herself and tell the head of each town what was happening and let them pass it to the family so they could go if they wanted.
Hmm.
Something like that. Either, or I get a message to them somehow.
Yeah. So little one, I know you're you're good. How do you feel,
Were you asking?
little one? Ask Fastred.
Oh,
Oh, my I'm finding myself, the two children,
Yeah.
which
Oh, sorry.
Which little
uh
ones?
that's why I said, who are you referencing?
Yeah,
um I I
because
don't know.
I know you have
Nothing.
reservations about justice and everything.
I
What are
don't
you
know. Nothing
hoping will
nothing
happen
like this
here?
has ever happened in the Shire before.
Yeah.
Uh, I, this is new, and I don't know what to think. I know I understand your side, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know how. I don't think this even can be fixed.
No, it can't.
It can't be fixed at this point. There's no fix, but
Yeah.
there should be consequences, I think.
Yeah. Are you willing to accept, whatever judgment Bree hands out?
Are you
Fastred?
asking Jari or are you asking
No,
Pastor?
Fastred.
Okay.
Because I know
Do
he's the
you
one who's kind of most against some sort of some things. I'm just trying to talk to him about it.
you you don't think they would like do the final decision, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what human justice is, honestly. This is gonna be my first time witnessing it myself.
Part of this coughs and points down the road, and Anwin she's a bit of a ways off, but she's coming up.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're gonna be okay with whatever eventually comes about.
There is nothing about this that has been okay, but ask me when it happens.
Okay.
So walking up Anwin, you see the three of them, Faster, Nelestheus, and Callan convened. Over there's Artemis, just her hand on her bow, just watching Jari and the family, and they're over there having a small, bowl of Faster's goodies. What do you do, Anne, when you come up to the fellowship?
I'll tell Fastred and Callan and Alistaeus that they were missing 4 from this village. And
How did the
That's a
families
lot.
take it?
they 2 were young people they thought had eloped, but that necklace that we found belonged to one of them.
Shame.
So the family is aware that we had the encounter with trolls.
Mhm.
I did not let on to the families that anything else was involved.
Okay.
Wasn't a lie.
I just didn't, if they had asked, if someone had come to that conclusion, I would have told them the truth, but I did
you
not want them to try to come out here and attack Jari or anything.
not maybe not the families Onwin, but maybe the person that looks after justice? Did you say anything about not even mentioning the name Jari, but just a guy
Yeah, I
that
let
could
him
have been
know that there
responsible?
was, yes, I let him know there was more to the story and we would be in touch when we had more information. Which once
Okay.
I know what they will do for their justice and Bree, I will try to let the families know.
So bring Artemis up to speed real quick.
Hey,
Sorry,
welcome back.
my Zoom crashed.
Hmm.
Oh, there's
Oops.
that.
Well, welcome back. Everyone is still debating about things that are happening.
Okay.
Hanwin talked to the families, and they didn't take it well.
Mm,
Well, I mean, as well as you can in that kind of situation.
right.
so now what's the next step? Fellowship.
Uh, well, we should head to Combe, I guess.
Okay. And for Combe, to repeat, there's 3 individuals that were missing. A husband and his 2 friends, glory seekers, treasure hunters. Instead of sitting there and working the farms that you guys had passed, there's strawberry farm over here, a wheat field up here, some Bree version of pipe pipeweed, and then their pastures, which because we know that Bree is known for their cheese. There's a couple of pastures here to the east and that's east and south. You meet with the local constable here. Um, a nice enough gentleman, and he takes you to that family, and they take it about as well as they can. They figured that they did something bad happened to them because 3 big guys, big axes.
Right.
It doesn't make sense that they wouldn't be able to handle themselves because they've also gone hunting. They're friends, fishermen. I mean, they grew up together, the 3 of them. So it was like a hunting trip gone wrong. It's the way the families described it.
Are we doing it the same way with all of us waiting outside or
What do you think, Alan?
yeah, because
I think so.
Okay.
Again, I just worry about that someone might try their own justice.
Right. All right. So go to Staddle next, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Staddle, you pass by the little lake that's there, or large pond, if you want to call it that. Yeah, right there. And and um up here there's some hills and some homesteads. Basically it's a large, how do I want to describe it? Where the cows are processed, I guess is the best way. And there's a distinctive smell as you pass by it. Um, by the way, if you ever lived in Cleveland, Stockyards neighborhood,
Or Eastern Colorado, you can smell Greeley from 60 miles.
And the
Tanya,
wind always blows.
Tanya, you remember Stockyards?
I do.
The smell didn't go away. So Stockyards had been shut down for 20 years. I want to
Wow.
say it's in the last decade that the smells finally start to disappear because they turned the where the cows were kept into a junkyard. See all that, whatever. And then across the street, the buildings where they were processed, they've torn those down. Um, and I know I'm kind of outside the thing, but just sharing it, I'm sorry. They have a building where they would bring the cows in and they would walk them around and auction them. They turned that into a charter school.
Oh wow.
So
Hmm.
they still have the railings where you can look down, and down in that area where the cows were walked around is now the library. So it's kind of, I used to teach karate there. But anyway,
Hmm.
yeah. So it's kind of neat. And then we used to have a Kmart there.
I remember Kmart.
Kmart?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yep, not
I,
anymore.
we had a Kmart there. It was a large, the blue red light over our or the blue light over our store. Blue lights.
Yeah. Right. We follow the blue light to the middle of the store and we stop at red lights when there's no one around for miles.
There you go. But anyway, some history about Cleveland and the Stockyards neighborhood, which still there, Store and 65th. And Clark. Um, so you guys move on down and you pass that Stockyards area, come down to Staddle and a little bit bigger.
Before we go to Staddle,
Yes,
now that we know that these people are from these, at least 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, counting Bree, because that's where Jari got us.
right.
Do we want to think about maybe it doesn't need to be us that goes to Staddle to take the news there? That maybe we just go ahead and get on into Bree, let them have Jari, and maybe it's us then that goes to Staddle to tell the tale, but maybe we don't need to have Jari in tow, I guess, if we could eliminate.
Oh,
Drop it off first.
yeah, and take the family to somewhere more where they can, sleep in beds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a thought. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the fellowship thinks.
that's a good idea.
So you guys come in through the south gate of Bree, which is there it is. Right there. So you have to come down. Yeah. You have to come down and go right into this gate here. Because this is all wall. This yeah, right there, that's all a wall. Anyway, sorry. I guess I could just bring up the custom map. Hold on. Let's do that. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, there's actual wall here that rings the town. So you come down and come in this way. This is used mainly by the stockyards up here. So they bring you in, and of course, Artemis's family's house is here. Where do you want to drop them off? In the constabulary?
I mean, anywhere that there would be a willing place to take people who are kind of displaced or in need of services. If that is the place, then yeah.
For the wife and children for sure, but do we feel we need to deliver Jari to some kind of, I don't know, law enforcement for better?
Yeah, I think we should take him to like the guardhouse or whatever, guard posting.
There you go.
Yeah, I would do the same routine, I think. I would talk to the constable or whoever's in charge there and ask about missing people, and um only this time we say we have the person who did it to us, and we brought him for his turn at justice.
And you guys, Artemis knows where it is. She's passed it several times in her lifetime. She brings you over to the structure here, which looks pretty much like a jail. Um, do you bring the family with you guys while you're taking Jerry there, or do you drop them off somewhere?
I think we should put him up at a local inn, tavern.
Hey, Artemis said something about a place for displaced families or something. She said something like that.
If there's is there a place in this town that
Right.
is?
Every town has something like that.
So I would say that this family is in need and we need to, you know,
Yeah, if there's
have
such a
something
place, then yeah.
available.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a place. Oh, there. That's right. Open that up. Sure that. Oh, share screen. So near the Lower Baxton State here, this building right here where they house people that are orphans or um spouses that are not treated well, and they keep them here. You're able to drop them off and move on to the jail proper. Um, the I think you guys had met that person, yeah, during the council meeting. You guys had met.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did.
Mhm. And he greets you, and he looks at Jari, and looks at all of you, and Jari's just standing there with his head down, so it's not like you don't have him chained up, but it's still odd that he's kind of like reserved, I guess is a way to say it. And
So he recognizes him as a,
I mean, he does, but he doesn't. He's seen him around, but it's just like another person in town.
okay.
That makes sense. What do you guys do?
Well, so I would explain rather factually. I said, we have brought this man to be held and to be tried for the death of several people. And I would start to explain the story just briefly, that he was luring people to try to keep his family safe from trolls, but luring them knowing the trolls were going to kill them.
Well, he kind of looks at you and he looks at Jari and he shakes his head and he's like, okay. Calls some of his guards over and they walk you guys inside. Um, Takes you into the jail interior and you see the cells over here. Then you see the guards milling about up on the platform and little practice area over here. Walks them over, unlocks the thing and pushes them in. And then he sits down with the five of you and basically takes your report and says pulls out a journal himself and shows you that there's half a dozen people that are missing, have been missing in the last 6 months.
Half a dozen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Do we have any of the trinkets for any of them?
I mean, what he could probably do is contact the families, store the trinkets in a box,
Mhm.
open
And
it,
then,
them look, they can
yeah.
confirm. I mean, and You
See
know,
if they can claim it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea.
And you know, people that commit murder, even through the acts of others, they're usually hung.
Yeah.
Well, he will receive a trial, correct? Where
Yes.
he can have his say because it
Well,
was a horrific circumstance.
I mean, the attempt to commit murder just against the five of you is enough, and you're our witnesses. You agree to present yourselves to the magistrate?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
would have asked.
All right. So, thanks, you guys. Um, in the next days, what is the fellowship going to do before the trial happens?
I tell
Um,
the group I need some cleansing. How do I do that? Do I just is it just rest?
Oh, I see. That is the mechanic. Hold on a second. I think you can do that in Bree. Uh,
Yeah, because Breeze can be a safe haven, right?
yes. I mean, for you guys, it is a safe haven. Now, since you have the connection with Artemis's family, the Butterverse, and the pony, um,
Faster, do you still have the ring?
Yes, I'm gonna show it um to the envoy. Um,
Okay.
Aranea, Aranea,
yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Ernest.
that's miserable. Saving throws. Fellowship phase, spiritual recovery. That's 111. Okay. If the adventuring phase resulted in what can be considered a positive outcome in the fight against the encroaching shadow, all members of the company gets to remove a number of shadow points. So
Oh.
I would call this successful in,
Maybe.
Maybe I'm with
Maybe.
maybe. Yeah. I'm okay keeping my shadow point. That was pretty shadowrific.
yeah, yeah. Can be considered to have at least marginally interfered with the return of the shadow. Each player removes a shadow point. Um, if their deeds can be considered to have actually injured or damaged the enemy, that didn't happen. Committed feats that would gain the attention of Dark Lord himself, then if, or at least that one of his majors. Wait. If the players have committed feats that would gain the attention of the Dark Lord himself, or at least that one of his major servants, then the player's heroes can remove up to three. No, that hasn't happened. So it's probably just
I
one.
mean, like picking up one of the rings that he helped create.
I don't know if that you know that.
That is true.
So, um, and you haven't worn it yet.
Uh,
Yet?
no.
Yet? Oh
I added
no.
that at the end.
Oh no.
So, for right now, you can all can remove a shadow point for sure. And
One?
I know that's dreadful, and you're right, Natasteus, this is pretty, but you're here, you're at home, and at a minimum, you've saved his family, even if it was a dreadful and horrible thing that was going on.
Sure.
So there is some light here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's hope.
But the shadow points that we got really had no. It wasn't because of what happened with Jari. It was because of what we found.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty jarring. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Anwin would have been very quiet after having to tell families things like that about their missing
Yeah, that can't
people.
be
So
easy. Yeah.
That
she
always,
probably was quiet all the way home. And now that she's around Artemis and her family, she's cheering up a little.
All right. So, yeah, what are you guys doing in the next couple of days or few days?
I need to replenish my healer's kit,
Okay,
my herbalism stuff,
let's do that.
because I was really using it up for a while there.
I'm glad we got to use them because we didn't really in the past.
Yeah, no, it was.
I don't having things in your inventory and they're just not being used. It's like gear,
I gotta get mine.
equipment, Okay, so looks like I'll have to come up with a number, which is okay. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Five silver pennies
Okay.
to refill it. It's on page 74.
Oh, okay. Yep.
You need to look at it again. And if there's anything,
Silver pennies. 5
those of you
silver
that have access to the
pennies.
book, I'm sorry, I cut you off, Anwin. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just talking out loud to myself. 5 silver pennies. Make sure I
Yeah.
put that on my sheet.
For the rest of the fellowship, if you guys want to go shopping, it is in page 74 thereabouts in the core rule book. If you want to do that.
Um,
Go ahead, sir.
next, uh, before the next time we head out, pick up ingredients.
Oh, food?
Yes.
I think that's in there too.
Hey, Anwin, do we have a party pool that you're taking those silver pennies out of, or was that just out of your own?
Uh, well, we did find 90
Oh yeah,
silver
that's right.
penny
Yeah,
silver pieces, I think,
yeah,
where we found the ring.
yeah, yeah. Take
So,
it out of there instead of your own.
So, Master Fastred, on page 71, um, they have the full meal prices there, and they're in coppers. So, however you want to do that. Like
Um,
now the rations themselves are under same page, and those are a silver. Or red.
so for ingredients, I guess just use the rations and call that
Yeah,
ingredients.
I would use the rations. The 5C could do that. So that's obviously 10C is equal to 1 silver.
Okay. So we'll probably spend what, 10, 15 silver?
Okay. You know what I like about this book? The prices for materials and equipment is more in line with a real medieval setting versus everything in gold pieces over in the D
Yeah,
regular D.
yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And faster if you want to take that out of the party loot as well, because you're cooking for the
yeah,
fellowship and everything.
yeah, true.
No, no. I got my own.
Okay.
Um,
Do you guys mind if we do a potty break real quick?
sure.
Sure.
Yep.
That's fine.
You guys can figure out if you want to put it on any equipment you need. And
Okay.
I'm gonna let the video run so you guys can have this recorded if you're shopping, if that's okay.
Okay. Yep.
Did you
Okay.
say page 74?
Yeah, page 71. It actually starts on page 69.
Okay.
Artemis, we're just taking a quick break for Sam.
Okay, not a problem.
But if you want to go
Sorry, I was on the
shopping,
phone. I had a work call.
if you want to go shopping or whatever for supplies for Artemis, we can do that.
Okay,
I think it's on page 74, I think you said, right?
That 69 to 74 are all the different supplies.
okay.
Um, She always needs arrows.
That's a good point. So I
I
haven't
think we
been
do
keeping
too.
track of my arrows. Hmm.
I try to keep a general track, like each fight. I'm like, okay, I think I shot like 5 or 6 arrows. And
Yeah, but
sometimes we can
sometimes,
find them and sometimes you can't.
yeah. Okay, so I haven't been doing that.
I figure
Hmm.
most of mine from that fight I can't find because a lot of them went in the water or over in,
Right.
so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, now that I have my lore skill, I guess calligrapher's supplies. Let's see. Yeah, I'm proficient with those, so I probably should get some
Mm-hmm.
in case we want to send a fancy note,
Well, you
like
will
to
be.
to
I think you
Elrond
were
or
going to send some
something.
fancy notes.
Yeah. And silvers.
Buying some pipe weed. Bastard is
Of
going to need
course.
that after today.
Anybody find the arrows in here?
Yep.
Oh, there they are.
They're
On the very first page.
yeah.
Or okay.
1 silver for a pack of 20.
Okay.
Yeah, so I bought the extra 20 arrows.
Yeah. We're gonna keep their Fletcher busy and Bree.
Right. Do y'all know how many arrows we can comfortably carry in a quiver?
I think they're all quivers of holding.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Actually, I
we're
do
going
kind of
to.
know. I do, sorry, I do usually know how many I've used because I've been using my craft slots to supplement their damage. So,
Do we need like any other like adventuring gear?
I looked at the cost of horses.
Yeah, I looked at that too. They're still a bit expensive for me.
Yeah. And I'm kind of thinking that next time we have a patron around who maybe asks how they can help us, that might be
Yeah.
the sport. But for the time being, I don't think we need them. I I didn't. Nothing else jumped out at me as like, yeah, that would really help us as a party.
Yeah, we do like a chain. Do we need a chain or hourglass?
I'm
Or something
wondering
like that?
if we're needing manacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, locking up people. A bell.
Apparently.
Yes. Right, because the next one might not be a door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Or you're
and
gonna need ink pen. Oh no, because you got your tools probably comes with a quill and
yeah,
pen.
probably comes with all that stuff.
Yeah.
Paper, quill pen, ink.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Um,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, just how much were the horses?
50? No, 45?
Riding horses are 75.
Yeah, 75.
Oh, yeah, I think before oh, I don't know as we bought them. I think we was
Yeah.
thinking we rented them or something. I don't know.
We
I think
procured them somehow.
when we left Rivendell, they gave us horses.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And then they got washed out.
And then they
I
got
remember.
killed.
Yeah.
Maybe elven horses don't die. They're like elves.
I like
They
that.
get reborn somewhere.
That's funny. So trial happens. You guys give your statements. Jerry doesn't say much.
Oh, wait, can we go back to shopping and finish up with the stuff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Please go ahead. I am so sorry.
So a couple of things that Nalasteus wants. Well, a couple of things Nalasteus wants to do. And the first one is shopping. Want to get some arrows. Bastard let us know that we have quivers of holding, so I don't need to worry about how many I carry, right?
What was that question?
How many arrows can we comfortably carry?
40.
40. Okay, then I'll get 20 to bring me up to 31. Even though I don't have a skill with it or anything, just like Bastard wants some pipeweed after what just happened. Nalasteus wants to get some wood carver's tools.
Okay.
It's 1 silver. And then more importantly, Nalasteus wants to go visit the I can't remember what Artemis called it. Place for displaced families.
The shelter?
Shelter. To speak to Jari's children. Is that
What would you like to say to them?
I want Nalasteus puts the Reaver of Moria on the floor in front of them and just asks them to place their hands on it.
Mhm.
And tells them that this axe was forged by your ancestors. And so hopefully you can feel the strength within it.
They they grab it between the two of them.
And Nalasteus will continue that, while the shadow is ever present, it can be fought. And your father faced the shadow, and the way in which he fought it promoted and prolonged the shadow. And then Nalasteus draws Rista to fill the room with light and tells them you have very long dwarven lives ahead of you, and know that that shadow can be fought. And also know that I played a role in bringing your father to what is most likely going to be the end of your father. And if you're ever in need and you're within range of an elven ear, speak my family name. Ask for Nalasteus Marsh Song. If you can travel to Rivendell, if you can communicate to Rivendell, speak my name. And if there's something that I can do to aid you in a just cause because of what has happened to your father, know that I'll do that.
They nod their heads. They get sad when you mention what's going to happen to their father, but they thank you. And in the days leading up to the trial, they have gone to see their dad, and he explained it to him that Daddy's in trouble, and yeah, see what happens.
Is can I go up to the the constable you said?
Huh?
The one that's in charge, and ask if there's anything, any possible way that it doesn't come down to um a hanging.
That's up to the magistrate. I can't.
Um, sorry, go ahead.
I just investigate, arrest, keep the peace, sometimes resolve disputes, but these kinds of high crimes, that's not on me.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So Anwin will talk to Fast Red and say, I heard what you asked about, that you asked if there was a way it could not lead to hanging. My intention was once he is tried, if found guilty, I would go before the magistrate and plead for mercy for him.
Can I come with you?
Sure, most certainly.
Thank you.
I mean, I would do it in front of the court, in front of the people of the town if necessary. He was trying to manage something that was most horrific, and none of us knows how we might act in that situation. And while he deserves punishment, I would ask for mercy.
In meeting with their version of the prosecutor, I'm gonna write it in the Discord. Wrote it in the Discord. 18 missing, presumed dead. 5 attempted to be killed. The party fellowship. And the prosecutor, just fact finding mission on that's what he does. Records your statements. It goes on about the business. Artemis, are you doing anything in between the time you dropped them off to, I guess, the next encounter?
If I'm not there, I'm probably waiting with the people who aren't the group of us that are not speaking with people or
Well, they would have interviewed
but
all of you and taken your statements and told you that this is basically
then I'm gonna step back and
okay.
let them do their thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now stays. We done shopping then?
Yep. Thank
The
you.
rest of the party. The rest of the party.
Retail therapy. We gotta have our retail therapy.
Yeah, really. Everybody else is done shopping?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. That said, the day comes, trial. They bring you guys in to the back of the room, the Jari and his I guess you could say defender families on that side. You can see the place is full because the notice went out to the people that had been affected directly. And then and when you recognize the families you talked to in both towns, and even the town south, God, what's it, Staddle?
Staddle.
Staddle.
Yeah, Staddle. Those people show up, so it's pretty packed house. Opening statements are made, and Jari stands up and he just says guilty. Just cuts through all of it, just says guilty. And you can hear his wife, who's been recovering, just a quiet sob. And then he says, okay. Doesn't need to call you up anymore because he just accepted what it is. And then the magistrate says, I'll be back after lunch. He stands up, everybody stands up. He goes to the back. Prosecutor and the defender go in the back with him. What do you guys do? You guys wait or you go anywhere? What's up?
Well, I would wait because I wish to speak.
do the families, um, since we're on recess, do the families try to um talk to us, or Anwin, the ones that she met?
They pretty much amongst themselves, and pretty some are pretty angry, especially the ones with Staddle because nobody's talked to them yet, and they even they get angrier because other towns got visits, quote unquote. They didn't, so they're like they want they want blood. So they didn't get that. They didn't have that time of grieving between when you guys got here until now to the actual trial. So they're going through
Can
some emotional stuff. What was that, Pastor?
Oh, sorry. Maybe I misheard, but I thought that um Anwin was taking Jari first to Bree, and then some of the rest of us, or at least some of us, would go to Staddle to do what she did.
Oh, I thought we had skipped that because I didn't know we were doing that. Dan, when did you want to retcon and say you did go?
Yeah, that's what I had thought too, as we had said, we'll drop him off in Bree and then go to Staddle and try to let them know.
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't-
Or if not us,
Right.
get word there.
Okay, but either way,
Yeah, Anwen would have gone, I think,
okay, that's fine.
herself.
That's fine. And they're still up and angry and they usher Jerry out of there quickly because the mob tends to do what it does sometimes. Um and the family kind of stays to themselves, and there's a couple of guards there that have been stationed next to him. Um Jerry's family. Um do you guys stay here? Do you go anywhere, or what do you guys do?
Um, yeah, I think I would wait.
I would wait.
Okay, so
Asher doesn't know what he's doing, so he's going to stay with the group,
okay.
see what they decide to do.
And Callan and Anastasia?
No, stays with the fellowship.
All right, so somebody roll a d20. I'm gonna write down what I'm looking for. Okay, go ahead.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, so um the magistrate comes out. Jari is brought in. Well, Jari's brought in first. Magistrate comes in, everybody stands up, sits down, and the he reads all the charges, he reads all the names, he reads your guys' names as an attempted, and then he says, the heinous nature of this crime, it only leads to one solution. And he says death by hanging, and within the next 3 nights.
Anwen would stand. I'll stand up, say, Your Honor, may I speak?
You may.
As you know, I was one who testified against Jari,
I read your statements, yes.
and but I would simply ask the court to grant him some mercy.
What do you propose as far as mercy?
Perhaps a prison where his family, his children can at least visit occasionally. But he was trying to protect his family, and though the crime was heinous, others died. The trolls were ferocious and frightening.
The people in the crowd are, jeering at you, obviously, because they want their version of justice or their ideal of it. And the magistrate looks at you and says, I appreciate that. And I think that's an honorable request. But he didn't think about, and he points at to all the families that are there. And they don't have any finality. He gets to live while so that his family can see his, but they will never see their family members. And if we don't apply a justice, the type of punishment that will let people know that this is not acceptable. Now he had a choice. He had a choice in this. And he chose to lure more people up there for the sake of his family, as opposed to looking for any gestures at you, Rangers, to try to rescue them in the first place. That didn't happen.
Do we know that?
Do we know what? And as looking past Anwin and seeing you stand up,
Sorry, I'm just saying maybe he did try to do that.
I
And
don't have any reports to that. Do you have anything to add that he went to look for help to get his family? Because I don't have that here.
uh,
Well, we did
Jari,
not hear his side.
I'm gonna
Jari, do
stand up
you
then.
wish to speak?
Say that again, Anwin, and then I know Artemis was saying something.
I just look at Jari and say, do you wish to tell your side?
After asking that, what were you saying, Artemis, or doing?
I would stand up, as well. And with all due respect and in the circumstances that are such as they were, a death for a death doesn't necessarily equal justice. You're simultaneously robbing another family of a life, and that isn't going to solve any of the injustices at all. I think a prison sentence, people, like you said, people must understand that there's consequences to actions like that. But I think at the heart of his action, there was no malicious intent. I think it was pure, genuine, wanting to save his family, and he would do anything to do so, including endanger the lives of other people. But it wasn't for an evil, if that makes sense. I feel that a lesser sentence would be more appropriate in this case, and that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Okay. Anastasia or Callan, do you have anything to add?
Um, Everyone else having stood up, now Steus will stand up.
Mhm.
And if I caught you right, there's a general feeling from families and whatnot that this isn't being accepted very well.
There's a mix.
Okay.
I would say over half are like, they want blood.
Yeah. Okay. So now Steus will stand and we'll just kind of cast a somewhat steely glare
Mhm.
around the courtroom, but not speak.
I would just add that none of us knows what we might do faced with the situation that this family was placed in. The children and their mother were stranded on an island, barely fed, with danger, patrolling them.
Do I
They
rule?
could die any time. So that's why he did what he did. He was driven by fear and anxiety.
Callan, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I stand up. I look to Jari and I just say, "Do you believe you deserve mercy?"
He says no. Remember what he was going to do, Anastasia?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember what he was gonna
yeah.
do.
And then I sit back down.
And the
Um,
magistrate sits forward with his fingers in his hands, and he looks at each of you in turn. And he goes, do I rule on the supposition of what someone else would do, or what happened and what someone did? How do I reconcile that?
Not
There's,
saying that there shouldn't be punishment, just the type of punishment. Is it
um,
the best option?
you know,
Ast
he,
Astrid is going to not just stand up, but like climb up on a seat, um, look at the families that were affected,
Mhm.
and ask, what would you do?
Suddenly you froze.
A couple of them shout back, "It's not what we do, it's what he did." That's what the
And what
judge
would
said.
you have done?
What would you have done, Fastard? Answer your own question. A large burly man steps forward. You tell us, young hobbit.
One little hobbit trying to save his family from trolls? Maybe,
That's not the question. What would you do, Master Hobbit?
maybe.
And you hear the judge. He says, "This is not for debate." He says, "However, in retrospect, maybe a lifetime of labor." We have 18, 6, 4, 7 that we know of for sure, plus the 5 attempted. So, very well, lifetime here in the Bree jail, hard labor.
And dwarves live a long time, don't they?
Yes, they do. And he gets up. Everybody gets up. They walk Jerry out. He's been sentenced to a lifetime of hard labor.
And then Fastry collapses off of the chair.
Grabs what?
He falls off of the chair. All that little courage is finally spent.
Oh, grab Fastred and say, "Come on, buddy. Time for a beer."
Well, the kids come running and they say thank you. Won't be the same, but at least we'll get to see our Paul.
It brings no one back to do what they first wished to do, so. And now you know you can stay near here, live near here somewhere, still visit.
All right. What do you guys do now that everybody found out? Some people are upset. Some are satisfied because now they can watch him work and know that he's never going to get out. And he'll have to Jerry will have to live for the rest of his life doing that. And somebody makes the comment that maybe him wanting to take his own life, hearing the exchange, or excuse me, saying that he didn't want mercy, well, he doesn't deserve mercy. However, now he can think about this, and that'll be the real punishment: is living the rest of his life as a prisoner. And as you said, dwarves live a long time. Who knows?
Okay.
The
All
constable.
right.
Yeah, get up and walk out.
Yeah, who knows? He might be around for the War of the Ring. He might actually see 4 Nazgul show up in town.
I'm trying to kill some poor hobbits.
Yeah. All right. So that ends the fellowship phase, I think. We move into the what do you call it?
Oh,
Phase?
there was one thing I wanted to do after the trial.
So,
I was going to show the ring to um I keep
Uh,
forgetting her name.
um,
Lord Elrond's envoy,
Yeah, Aaron, yeah,
Irenaeus.
Aranea.
Renea, who's not here because you guys had left and she had left. Um, Rivendell's a few days away, a week or so, maybe. I feel like going that way. Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe.
maybe.
Then we can maybe see if we can get some horses back from them.
Walk
Let
to
them know.
Rivendell to hope they give us horses.
Yeah.
So,
Can we send for some griffins?
oh, egos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, eagles, right. That's what it is. Hey, Gandalf, where are you when we need you? Call some
End up
eagles.
around. Um,
That's not how the Eagles work.
it's. I don't think they're. I don't think they're serious.
I know.
Can I close this? No, can't close that. Okay, so we've entered the is that the fellowship phase? Yeah. What are you guys gonna do? How are you gonna end your winter and into the next year?
So we're entering into another fellowship phase then?
Correct.
Oh, so
That was
we need to
quick.
pick another undertaking, whatever.
You can, yes.
Hmm.
What level are you guys? 6, 7?
7.
It's appropriate.
Why is it appropriate?
You'll find out.
Because of what we're gonna come
How
up
many,
against.
how many rings were there again?
20?
Yeah, there's a bunch.
There's more than 20. You know that.
Yes, but just 20 main ones.
Yeah, more than that, right?
There's a lot of rings in the world of Middle Earth. Some for marrying, some for jewelry, and some for the shadow. But anyway, it's too bad they. Yeah, anyway, we'll talk about that. Okay. Yeah. So we're officially in the fellowship phase. You'll be able to get your shadow knocked off.
Oh, okay, more. All of mine are gone now?
So, once every 3 fellowship phases, winter comes, and with it the end of the current year, which is where we are. Spends the entire code of seasons as a single prolonged fellowship phase. Life in the wild is unforgiving, and adventurers prefer to have a roof over their heads when the wind is howling and the land is buried in snow. During Yule, all players who do not choose the Heal Scars undertaking. Oh, that's something else. Do we have any scars? I don't think we have any scars.
Nope.
Nope.
We do not have any scars, no.
No.
We were lucky in that regard.
Are you going to
I
begin to
think
get some?
Just wait. Anyway,
Maybe we should prepare.
so I think this is going to take us from through the end of the year because it was winter through into the spring. So there is a Yule time here.
Okay, everyone, it is time to try my cinnamon cocoa.
Ooh,
Ugh.
I'm down for that.
Pumpkin spice something.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shadow will be gone.
Okay, thank you.
And then if you want to choose undertakings, you're more than welcome to. Or keep the ones that you have. If you want to keep the ones you've already gotten and just push them forward, I'm okay with that. It's really up to you.
Wait, say that
How
again.
many fellowship points do we have now with our additional
Right now,
features?
Anwin has a point of inspiration that's only for her. So let me get that out of the way. The party is 5 plus 1, so you should have 6. And that's from the last um, fellowship phase. They want to keep that. That player has to keep that to add it. Otherwise, if they change it, it goes back down to 5.
Do you think we should take that ring to Rivendell, to
I
Elrond?
think so. I think so.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
We didn't solve what
Because I
happened at the
don't
last
think
one
we
until we got
should.
there.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to go back to my lands for a bit.
Rivendell?
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't tell us to go back to Gundabad this time.
You guys,
Yes.
Has there been any updates from the orcs that are up in
nothing's been communicated as of yet.
so the scouts haven't seen anything? Okay.
That's what I think some of Anwen's time again she would spend viewing the maps and the stories, the lores about um like Fornost and those areas. The areas where they said they had like underground things, she would try to understand what other areas might be.
Gotta look some stuff up for that. The rest of
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be right now anyway, so just as something she would do once either in Bree or when we get to Rivendell, or think she would try to understand more about it. And if we're gonna go to Rivendell, we should do it before the hard winter hits.
Yeah.
So what is it, during the fellowship phase, I don't have the book in front of me at the moment. What's it called that we do?
um
Undertaking.
Undertaking?
Yeah,
Um,
undertaking.
for Nalastaeus' undertaking, he wants to do the write a song undertaking,
okay.
just with a lay song. And, while it will be a narrative of that experience with Jari, the message in the lay song is that we make choices and we have to be prepared for the consequences of the choices.
Yeah. That's pretty appropriate. I like that. What about the rest of the folks?
I think I'll do another meet a patron.
I'm gonna give us another point.
Point. Okay, so there's the point.
I will.
Give us a point? What does that mean?
You guys got 6 fellowship points versus 5.
I'll give another point.
I think it's 1 that you can get, right?
Oh, just one? Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a food thing going on? Astrid? Undertaking?
Oh,
Didn't it have something to do with healing?
That's just for short and long rest. For um, that, I would.
Oh, maybe it was the song one.
okay. I'm looking up your information while you guys are talking. Anyway. Anybody, what was the other undertaking? I think there was one more that's missing. Is that right?
Um, I said patron, and now Stace was doing a song. Artemis gave us a point. Anwin was gonna do some more rumors.
No, mine was
Oh no,
ponder, storied, and figured
right,
maps.
right.
I guess I'll gather rumors then.
Okay.
You can recount a story at the Yule tide.
That's
Recording, or you can either speak it or record it in a book. And it gives you can choose the expertise feature.
Oh, where
Page 114.
sure, I can do that.
I got something for you. Yeah, this would work. Where's it at? That's weird. Okay.
Mostly he's just enjoying the holidays and preparing warm, delicious food for everyone.
I got something for you, Miss Artemis. There. There it is. Okay. They just sent it to about 4 pages long.
To who?
To Art Penguin, I'm sorry. Said your name. I meant your name. Okay.
Some light reading, huh?
If that doesn't fit what you're looking for, let me know, okay? Great.
Okay.
All right. So um I heard we're taking a road trip.
Yes.
Sounds like it.
So Magistrate comes over and he's wearing different outfits, doesn't have his wig or his vestments, and he's got some overalls and got a cane, but even though he's using it to walk, he still looks like a really big dude. And he thanks you guys and asks you what's your next step. What are you guys are going to be doing? You know, and it's been a couple months, by the way. So we're in the heart of winter at this point. People are staying warm in the different taverns of the town.
Um, we have something that we need Lord Elrond's expertise on, so we will be trying to head towards Rivendell,
Why,
if the roads allow it.
how could it be when the snows break? 'Cause you don't want to be out there in this. Because even the lowlands gets kind of cold. Near those weather hills. That wind will come down from the north. You'll wish you were in a nice hearth with a hot pint of mead.
That is very true. The last couple times I've been out in the cold, not fun.
It's out of character. It's like a week, or is it like 7 days? I can't remember how long it is to Rivendell
Um,
from Bree.
Bree,
It's 7 days on good weather, like 14 in snow.
On foot.
one hex is 20 miles, I think. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18 hexes, is that right?
'Cause if it's too far, we may want to wait till spring.
Well, that's basically what he's saying, is that we kind of want to wait up for a bit because we don't want to go in this weather. There it is. So yeah, each hex is 20 miles. I'll bring up this map so you guys can see it. So down here, each hex is 20. You guys are in Bree. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Oh yeah.
We are not making that.
17.
Yeah, that's a long trip. Can
Yeah.
we find rent a wagon or something?
Good. Are you guys intending on going in the winter?
No,
Well, no.
let's not and say that we did.
The Hobbit says no way.
It's
I
kind
mean, I like the wagon idea. I mean, regardless.
Or
Yeah,
yeah, either way, right?
when we go, we're gonna ask for horses.
Yeah, that would probably help.
Oh, I was hoping, I like winter adventures. They're kind of fun.
Oh,
No, seriously. Spring comes, winter breaks. Um, no.
Besides, I was asked to tell a Yuletide story back at the pony, so I needed to do that first.
What's their story?
Uh, my Yuletide story is about the time um, there was this famous tower where a group of humans were having a party, and it was taken over by some thieves until one brave ranger who got stuck in the tower alongside them was able to get them out of that situation.
Anything else? Anybody else can do before we fast forward time?
well, now Asteus is hooked. How, pray tell, did they get them out of that situation?
It was an amazing tale. There was lots of fighting, lots of um, there was romance, there was adventure.
Wonderful. Thank you, Pastor.
I am, as Eric, I am not a great storyteller. I'm sorry. Faster it is.
Well, you actually have someone come up and say, "We want more. Tell us more." Did they have big long swords or axes or hammers or were there shields? Yeah, what happened?
Uh, the orc raiders had these gigantic axes as big as myself. Uh, the ranger had um, a bow and only 20 arrows, one for each of them. And he had to be very careful and very precise on how he was to take them down, and they almost got him.
Man, sounds
But
ex
he but he was very hard to kill.
a drink for the storyteller. And you've actually got a crowd now. They're like, stand up on the table, tell us all.
They pick him up and put him up there.
And Fast Raid continues telling the tale.
Anyway, oh, you tell them the tale.
Uh, what was he keeps um he keeps saying the wrong name for the tower. Um, and one of the times you hear Nakatomi.
Okay, that went in the direction I didn't,
That was what?
went in the direction I didn't expect.
Oh.
This is awesome, though.
What was that, sir?
I said it was awesome, though. Thank you, Astrid.
Oh, you're welcome.
One of them goes, I like the part where the guy's feet were bleeding. So, um, spring, excuse me. It was very cold this winter, by the way, colder than normal. Um, Large snow drifts. I mean, people were not trying to go out. Artemis could be heard complaining, maybe. I don't know.
Every single day. Every single day. Every single day, as soon as I get up, I'm complaining about the aches and pains and chills in the air. And I'm always out there trying to chop some wood
We're
and get it ready for the fire and always constantly. And I'm inviting everyone over all the time so we can sit in front of the fire all winter long.
Fast Trade keeps going forth between the pony and Artemis's home, and the only way you can tell is that there is a line that's made through the snow, but you can't see who's making that line.
um, and because you have access to Artemis's home for sleeping, you guys don't spend um more than is necessary. Um, and you may have, I mean, how much silver pennies do you guys have left at this point?
We started with 90, but I didn't keep track of how much everybody took out.
You want to go
I
ahead?
have
And I
three
have,
gold, 299 silver, and one pale green barrel.
Say that again.
I have 299 silver, three gold, and one pale green barrel.
So that's 309. If my math is right, with 299 and 90, that's 389, right? Is that right?
Something like that.
Okay, so
yeah.
then now let's ask, what did you spend?
Looking, I spent 1 silver on arrows and those woodworking tools. Where'd they go? Oh, sorry. The woodworking wood carver's tools were 1 silver, so 2 silver.
That's 2 silver. And then anybody else? Oh, Artemis, you bought the herbalism kit, right?
I did? No,
Artemis Anwin.
Oh, yes, yes.
So that's 4 silver.
That's 4, but I also got the calligrapher's kit.
Okay, how much is that?
That's what I was trying to remember. I didn't write it on here.
Page six,
Page what?
69 is where the equipment section is.
Oh, okay. It was under, it's right at the top.
15 silver, big spender.
Yeah.
So that's 19 silver so far.
Oh, wait, no. That's the cartographer's tools. The calligrapher's is 10. So take that off.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if I had seen 10 or 20 on there.
14. 14 silver.
And
Lester, don't you need another book? Didn't we lose your book at one point? Didn't we lose a lot of items at one point?
Lost a lot of ink, but the book was, I wrapped it in
Was saved?
special paper and it mostly survived.
And I think Fastred said spent 15 silver for food. And that'll be what you spend before you leave. So
Yes.
take that 15 out of there as well. So that's 14 plus 15 is 29 silver.
And I bought another pack of arrows and some rope.
Okay.
Some regular rope, which is 1 silver.
Okay.
And manacles
Yeah.
for 2 silver. Just because it seems like we've been needing them.
Okay. All right. Do you have all that set? You guys keeping track of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Please deduct another 54 silver for food for the next 6 months. I just did the math on it. I use the common per day on page 71. So 54 total. And I did that by counting the number of days in 6 months and blah blah blah. You can figure out from there.
So we basically kind of used up the 90.
Yeah. Which is fine. You
Oh,
still
no, I can pay for that. I can pay for that easy.
Because I deducted out of my own stash for some of this, the rope and the manacles. And
Oh no, for the food for the time that we do come here for, you said 54 for the food?
Or this is 6 months worth of food that you guys had eaten between when you got settled and then through the winter.
Yeah, I can do that.
So you cover it. All right, cool. So then I don't know what the math is now because I lost count. So hopefully you guys got it tracked. And if you don't mind, throw it in the Discord where the party um, loot is so that everybody can be on the same page. Whoever's keeping track of that, please.
Now, are we able to do odd jobs around town? Just say that we've done odd jobs around the
I mean,
town and make money for the trip to come?
that wouldn't be a bad idea. Now, Stas, you've been doing some woodworking, haven't you?
I have, but I typically roll a 4 when I try. So not saleable woodworking at this point.
Okay. All right. And what about you now, Stas? What would you be doing around town? Other than walking on top of snow, because you're an elf and that's what elves do when it comes to snow.
Oh, well, I did carve a pipe for Fastrid.
There you go.
Yeah, it's really poor quality. Fastrid, if you like a pipe with 3 carbs, you're really gonna like this one.
I will treasure this always.
Um, no, just spending the winter in Elven meditation, nothing
Right.
more specific.
All right. And Callum?
No, just probably working on my cartography.
Okay. You know, maps, huh?
Yep. And maybe a little bit my carpenter tools.
Let's say you made 10 silver doing some map stuff.
Oh, okay. Throw that into the party pool.
There you go. Add that. As far as odd jobs, Artemis. Um, you want to do some snow shoveling?
Man, you would pick that. No, I don't want to do snow shoveling.
You have to do that in real life, right?
You have to
I
do,
would, well, you know what? Okay, I would go with my brother, see what's available there. Okay. And if I have to if I have to shovel snow, fine.
well, you got to shovel
Um,
snow to get to the wood to cut it. Just
yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, what I mean, whatever is available. I just know that I don't want to be left out in the cold, haha, when we need money. And
made 7 silver odd jobs. Okay.
7 silver odd jobs.
And then Anwin, what kind of things can you do around town?
Well, I have my calligrapher supplies,
Okay.
so perhaps I could help at the recording records department.
Throw 7 silver for your work.
7.
Yeah, and when you could get out. I'm using the white die, by the way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's too late to backtrack, but Nalasteus would have been able or been willing to do snow shoveling, any kind of labor stuff. I think that was the woodworking as a source of revenue that kind of threw me.
You got 9 silver because you actually grabbed that shovel away from Artemis and give me that.
Well, then I could help sell wood. We could sell wood. Everyone wants wood in the winter, right?
Oh, I gave you what you want. All right. So spring?
Right?
Yes, everybody?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So magistrate comes by one day, looks at all of you guys, and like looks like you guys are packing up, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come
Yeah.
with
We got some urgent business back at Rivendell.
come with me to the south gate.
Sure.
And he takes you there, and he takes you to the stables, and he goes, choose.
Choose.
He points at the horses.
Oh. Oh. Well, thank you. That is greatly appreciated.
Yes, it is a long trip.
So, do I recognize some good horses? I got. I can roll animal handling.
Sure. You want to?
Second question.
Yeah.
Do we still want to go with the wagon idea?
Yeah, we could. I got 18 with my animal handling.
Yeah. Get a good horse. This is a good horse.
That's a good horse. Good.
Will it pull a wagon?
Can it swim?
He's offering you riding horses and a pony.
Okay,
But
works for me.
if you want to go purchase a wagon, you're more than welcome to do that. Nobody's going to stop you from doing that because people want to make money after that hard winter.
Would it be, is there any point in on our route that we would not be able to take these big wagons as far as terrain goes? Are we
Um,
going to end up in a situation
um,
where
you get to
we're going to have to leave it?
get up, you get across the river, the Broynon, or Loudwater in this case. Well, both. And when you go up that hill, that's going to be rough
Hmm.
to get into the valley. That's a rough ride. Otherwise, it's just road all the way across here.
So maybe next time on the wagon.
Right?
Well, do I see a poppin-sized pony?
Yes, of course. That's what I said. Yes, there is a pony right there.
Thank you.
Patches of black and white splotches on its body.
Uh, what's her name?
What do you want her name to be?
Heard that in a
That
movie
is a
somewhere.
What was that?
Struck a memory.
Oh,
I will have to think about that.
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina?
Wilhelmina,
Wilhelmina.
which is William, Bill.
I'm gonna name my horse Alagos.
Nice. There it goes. I like that.
Sindarin for bright steed.
You guys name your horses?
I will as soon as I'm done typing. Trying to type up the what we bought, or at least what we used the group money for.
Got it. And Artemis, what do you name your horse?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to bond with the horse a little bit and come up with a name. I'm sure it'll show its personality and we'll we'll find out.
And now it stays.
Uh, yeah, give me a minute on it if you would.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
let me see.
No, True Hoof. True Hoof.
True
That's a-
hoof.
True Hoof. That's a good enough name.
Let me see. Anwin. Anwin. Oh yeah, you said you'd let me know. Sorry. Cool.
Okay. Um, let's see.
36. That's from the 90 or the 299?
That's from the 90.
I see. That's what you spent. Okay, I got it.
Well, it's kind of for group things.
Because we're missing no stay stuff and fast rich food and the 54 silver for the food, which I think Faster said he was going to take care of.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that through, my commandeering the snow shovel, I made 9 and I spent 2. So
There you go.
Yeah, and we made some money from our chores, so I made 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I made 7. So
However you want to distribute that, that's up to you guys. Um, Okay, so on the road again. Let's get our rolls, guys.
How about Hidalgo?
It's
Oh,
all go. Okay,
oh, nice.
get out of here.
Fancy.
He likes to run.
Isn't that the one with Viggo Mortensen?
Yep.
No, he bought that horse, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I had heard. Yep.
He bought that horse. He bought the horse
Brago.
from Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. Can
I
you
was gonna go with Brago, but I thought that was too obvious.
can you imagine how much it cost him to ship those horses?
I can't imagine.
They were not cheap to get him to his home.
And also a way overperforming baseball player for a couple of years. Richard.
Where does he live? No.
No, I rolled a 10.
Oh, he lives in Madrid and the US. Nice. Okay. I figured he was in Spain. Wasn't sure. That's kind of cool. Have you ever heard him speak Spanish?
Uh, Probably in Hidalgo.
He's he's got a Spanish Musketeer movie. It's the Musketeer. I don't remember, but he won a Spanish version of the Academy Award for it.
I need to see that.
What was it?
I need to see that.
Um. So I need we need to do some rolls.
What are we rolling for?
Travel, hunting, perception, and explore.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a
Um,
10.
I
Um.
think my fellowship activity there gives us advantage.
Yes.
Oh, cool. So I get to
Oh,
roll.
17.
Anwar?
Oh, sorry, I didn't got the roll yet. Let's see. A 20, dirty 20.
Artemis?
A 24.
Anastasius?
Well,
With advantage?
yeah.
And you got new.
Those are new dice. Yep.
No, I didn't roll one of the new dice. I rolled one of the old dice.
That's it. See, you messed yourself up. So 12. Okay. So,
Not giving up on my dice, dude.
huh?
I'm not
All
giving
right.
up on my
I'm
dice.
not asking you to throw.
I know.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I wouldn't do that. To throw your dice away. Just maybe they need to go to retirement. Anyway.
They can go to dice jail for, a turn.
Well, I did the whole week in the sink. So, yeah. I kind of like the way it's feeding into the story. So,
So even with the winter having passed and being cold, um, it is very wet on the way from maps. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. From here towards past the marches, let's see. I'll just say we'll get here. And it's just miserable wet. You pass those days soaked. And what do you guys want to do at the end of this process?
Uh,
Um, how far do we get?
Right about here, Weathertop.
Okay.
South of the
Um,
yeah.
isn't that where the Forsaken Inn is?
It's
somewhere in that area.
here. Yeah, it is. That's a good spot. Get to the Forsaken Inn.
Yeah, that'd be great. Our goal is to get to the Forsaken Inn if we can and get some shelter.
And even the people in the inn remark how wet it is, even in this part of the country. It's just odd to them because normally it's not that, you know, it's usually, how shall we say, sparse as far as the rain's concerned. So coming up, and again, the stables are on the other side of the road behind. They're looking away. They're looking towards the inn, away from the stables. Coming inside, um, here, and
What time of day is it?
roll a d12.
There you go.
Did you like that?
I did.
It is 1 o'clock.
It is after noonsies.
After um, stabling Wilhelmina, can I go an hour north and see if the those plans for the dream tea are up and out after winter, if it's time
So,
yet?
do you tell the fellowship you're going to do this?
Yes,
Do you want me to go with you?
please.
All right, I don't mind.
Okay. And then,
Wait, I missed that. Where's Faster going?
yeah, exactly.
So an hour north of here, there's some ingredients I need for a tea that gives good dreams. We've used it in the past.
We've definitely needed it in the past because we were having nightmares that were keeping us awake,
Yeah,
giving us shadow feelings.
now Esteus is not as polite as Anwin, and he's just gonna go with them. He's not gonna ask.
Okay. And the rest of the fellowship?
Um, I think I'm going to stay at the inn.
Okay.
How long is it going to be?
Because he wants to go an hour north.
An hour north.
So it's going to be at least 2 hours travel.
Okay. Every time we split up, though.
Well, I can go with I can go with a group and not split up. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I'll go too.
There you go.
I'll tag. I'll be a tag along.
Let me look at something. It looks into that.
Did I have to replace my oil from last time?
Yeah, you would have. I don't know. I'll mark it out. Look at the
Okay.
Oh, I need to replace ink. How much for ink?
grid.
Uh, 10 silver. Okay. So,
Okay, heading north to the hills. Fellowship stables their horses, pays for the stabling fee. 1 silver per horse, please.
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
Includes feed and they're going to brush them for you as well. The heading north into the hills. Let me check something.
The horses are happy. They're out of the rain.
Pasturage,
Yes.
survival.
Uh,
Is that hunting or?
Yeah, you're right. It is hunting. It is hunting. Keep up with my additions here.
18.
So, what's the rest of the party? Well, Fastard is milling about, poking in the plants.
I would help him because I'm pretty sure he would have shown me what it is he's looking for
And then
before.
I'll just keep an eye for any kind of a threat.
Okay.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
same.
All right. So the three of you roll perception. Percent.
Perception. Now, what land are we in? Like,
We're in the right in here.
okay, I'm not, that's not my favorite. Okay, so just regular perception. I rolled a 15.
Okay. And then Madam Artemis.
Sorry, 16.
Master Namaste.
21 with the new die.
Nice.
Hey,
Yay! So
Let's go.
that is so they are looking in the different direction than you are. So you happen to look over and you see some the dirt like silt coming up as if something's moving towards you. Coming up and over, you see several individuals coming forward to attack the party. Initiative, I'll be right back.
Several what?
Um, Raiders.
Okay.
Raiders.
Raiders.
It's okay. We don't have an arc.
I was gonna say Raiders, not of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Fellowship Party.
Raiders of the tea leaves.
Yeah. I tell you though, it sounds funny. We're just getting tea leaves, but he's right. They've helped a lot in the past. Shadow points and that kind of stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I'm never going to turn down anything that Bastard recommends eating or drinking. Well, maybe not never. I'll wait until like what ring he might have on when he recommends some kind of food or drink. I might rethink that. But
All right. Uh,
I need to rewatch that movie now.
I know.
what movie?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So totally dating myself, but I saw it in a theater, but I was of an age that I had to like beg and convince my parents to take me to go see it because they thought it was like not age appropriate. Or
Oh,
yeah,
I mean, that ending.
the melting faces. Or was there something that happened after that that was the actual ending? Because to me, that's like the ending. That's
No,
what.
no, no, not that
No,
part.
the warehouse was the ending, right? When they're
Yes.
putting the ark away.
Yeah,
That giant government warehouse.
yeah.
No wonder we
Ah,
can't find anything.
then
I remember that too. But yeah, the melting faces. I was like, yeah, this is why you didn't want me to see it, and I'm walking out of the theater just fine. So I guess you didn't have anything to worry about.
Didn't traumatize you, huh?
No. I probably like had visions of what CGI is going to do for me in the rest of my life, and the whole wax melting faces. I was just like, yeah, you know, good try.
That's us, the top men.
There you go.
Something that um
Oh,
we're laughing at Raiders of the Lost Ark like postings.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. The like that was the era of action figures for me too. And they made Raiders of the Lost Ark action figures, and I was so bummed that there wasn't like a Toth melting face action figure. Like you just had Toth. His face never melted. You had to imagine it.
That's easy to take care of.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I wasn't going to bring my dad's cigarette lighter into it, but hey.
No, use a sparkler.
Oh, what's that?
That's what we did.
What did you do?
Sparklers.
Sparklers, yes, yeah. Fireworks and action toys.
There were no
Absolutely.
there was no safe space for Barbies back then.
Right.
You know, looking back, I was kind of cool doing that to the Barbies.
Yeah. I used to build models just to blow them up with you know dime store sparkler.
Well, no, models, I didn't do that too because I liked my models.
Yeah.
I
Now,
found those Barbies and was like, somebody's sick.
No, we just had seen later Raiders of the Lost Ark, so maybe my parents were right. Maybe it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah, it could be in hindsight, right? And
Right.
like not so good.
there you go. That's almost good.
Oh
Honestly.
yeah, there you go. That's the sealing it up, putting it in the never to be seen again. Which might be a good thing based on what it did to those guys, right?
Right.
Some things you just don't touch.
Yeah. Some things you just don't put on your finger.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Goodness. Oh, that's very cool. You
It
guys,
came
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
a nice.
you guys,
Yeah, that's good.
you guys are up on the hill there. Hold on a second. Okay, so now I need to
It'll
go.
look cooler when they're dead.
All right, so I'm gonna point you guys out after I put numbers on them, and then get some initiative. Get my white die out. That's just the way we roll. Oh, you know what? I almost left out my Elven 20. Okay, you guys can still hear me, correct?
Yep.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna do this. Is the light okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
All right, you guys can see my hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you see my finger over here?
Hmm.
Yes.
Astrid, Anwin, Callan, Nalasteus, and Arvis down here. I'm gonna number these guys. That's a one. One, and two. They're wearing scale mail with shields and axes. That's six. That's six. Three, four. Two. And- Okay. All right. Good that. Let me get my initiative number, guys.
Talon got 21.
Okay.
Pastor got 23.
Kenwin,
15.
Artemis,
24.
and then Alistair.
11.
That must be the old die.
No, it's actually not. That's what I'm saying. It's not the dice, y'all. It's not
Is
the
it the table? Is it
No,
the
no, 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 no.
You
something
say
like
that so dejectedly, 11.
It's totally the character. It's totally the character.
So I got Artemis, Astrid, Callan, um, Anwin, and Alastaeus, right?
Yep.
Okay. Artemis, Callan, Alastaeus, Artemis, and Faster. You're up, Artemis.
All right. So, in a quick assessment of that group, is there one guy that's sitting there looking like he's the leader, like, go get him?
For one.
All right. His ass is mine. You're going to shoot him. Goodness gracious. I have to add now. What? 18, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Then it is in plus 4 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16 hit points. Okay. All right. Is that it?
And then a second shot.
Okay.
Oh, that is without the D4 though. Or not 4, but then this one is a 17 to hit.
Okay. And that does hit.
Does that? And that's a 3, 6, 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Mhm. And then the third one is 14, 18 to hit and a 3. Not do. Okay, yeah, I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Okay. What was the second damage?
The second damage was the second one 7 as well.
I think so. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. Are you moving or are you staying where you are?
And I'm right at the bottom of the hill there.
You are right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to. Can I get up on high ground like back? How high is the?
Typical terrain. That's just regular. You can just climb up there. Whichever you want to do, or you can move back.
All right, I'm gonna move back a little bit.
How far are you going?
So about 10 feet, 15 feet, 15 feet.
Okay. Ruler is missing. Where are you, Mr. Ruler? Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
hmm
Astrid, you're up here.
Um, since I'm always that person, uh, when initiative started, were Endon and I looking at them, or were we still rummaging around and
You were still
getting
rough.
the plans? Okay. Um, I'm going to get up from prone and dash to that tree that's on my. Where's the compass?
Compass?
You're missing it now, right?
Nope. Could you bring that a little bit lower? Yeah, so the tree on my 6.
Okay, where are you
So
going?
bonus action dash to get to that tree
Okay, so
and take out my bow.
hold on a second. You got up, you have half your movement left, which is how much?
Uh, a bit. 12.5.
So 12, so 10. Like 10, okay. And then what do you do?
Okay. Pull out my bow
Mhm.
and uh shoot. Try to shoot number.
Have line of sight of anybody. There's the rock here and this tree. So if you can,
Okay, then I'm going to attempt to hide.
okay.
Uh, 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I will hold my action until no, I'm still behind the tree, so I can't do that. Never mind.
That it?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Callan, you're up here.
Okay. So do I recognize like what race these guys are?
They're human. All,
Human.
they're all human.
Okay. So I saw Artemis shoot that main guy.
This guy right here.
So yeah, so I'm gonna follow suit
Okay.
and do a couple shots on that guy. So let's see here. Plus 7. 16.
To hit him,
Yeah.
that bounces off of his skill.
So that's a miss. Okay, so I'll try again. Oh, there we go. So 19 plus, so 26.
26 that hits.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 4. So that's 10 plus sneak attack. Oh, so 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Ow. Okay.
Yeah. And let's see. So I am going to move beside so is that like a little cliff where Faster went down?
Yeah, he climbed down off of this rock.
Okay, so that's just like a 5 foot drop sort of thing?
Correct.
Okay, so I have how many movement do I have? I have 30 movement speed. So I'm gonna go beside him, and then I'm gonna hide. Try or attempt to hide.
So as a bonus action or just regular?
Bonus action.
Okay.
So let's see. So I just roll, is that roll stealth?
Yeah, and you have that ability, correct, to use bonus?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, just roll stuff.
Oh, nat 20.
All right.
Mm,
Oh, that's a waste of a nat 20. Shit.
yeah.
There's no
Not
such
too
thing.
bad.
Never is such thing.
Yeah.
Alan.
So
Alan, where'd you go? I just saw you.
Never a wasted nat 20.
Yeah, that's Trigus. So I rolled 27.
All right. Fine.
And that's it for me.
All right. Wow. I had two of them and I can't put in one of them. They're gonna move. All right, so we'll do it this way. So 10, 15, 20, 30. I think that's gonna be 30. Yeah, that'll be fair.
Oh, is he like master of the 5 rings?
Oh no, more rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Oh.
found them all in one place.
What's he doing? Is he getting up?
25, that's enough. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, Oh, they're all falling down. Good. He's prone.
He did say it was wet. He got stuck
Yeah.
in quicksand
Right.
and fell.
There. Let me throw it. And next there. 10, 25, 30, and then dash the rest of the way. So we'll get there.
That guy's having a hard day.
Drank too much.
Yeah. Disadvantage in all attacks.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's drunken fist.
Yeah, right.
Now let's say it. First attack. Um. Okay, so you're gonna reckless. Who's at the advantage? Um. Six.
Reckless.
Does that hit? Now it stays.
Okay.
16. Does it?
I think so. My AC is 15.
So yeah, I hit. So slashing damage. Two hands. It's a D10. So, 6 points of slashing. Then he's going to take a second attack. That's a miss. These two are throwing axes up at Anwin. 18. Does that hit Anwin?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a D6 plus. Oh, 6 points of slashing as it hits you. And that's their round. Anwin, you're up.
Oh. So I will shoot at number 1.
Okay.
And I rolled 25 to hit.
Okay.
Okay. It's a craft. I rolled 6 plus 6, so it's 12 plus 23 points of damage.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
You do it.
Nice.
Because I'll use a craft slot to use the extra dice.
Oh, I forgot to add my 4 damage. That's okay. Next time.
Okay. And then I will.
How do you do it?
Oh, so I see him attacking Nalisteus, and as he's raising up his axe, I'm gonna like shoot him under the arm.
Oh, nice, nice.
All right.
And then I'm gonna, if I drop down like one level there toward like the 4 o'clock position from me, does that give me partial cover?
It would, but it is difficult terrain on that side. Going down these things, these sides.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move one, like down one
Yeah.
square or whatever, just to get some partial cover at least.
You have partial cover.
Okay.
All
Is
right?
that a +2
Yes.
partial? Okay, yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yep, and that's my turn. Oh, wait, I'm giving the help action to Nalisteus.
Now, Stas, you're up.
Thank you.
You have an advantage on your first attack.
All right. I can't really read the numbers. The one that's at 6.
So that's 3, 4, 5, and then 2 over there.
The one that's most southerly.
That's 3.
Okay. So can I move to attack him?
Okay.
And keep my second attack?
That's 10 feet. Okay.
All right. And this one's at advantage, huh?
Correct. The first attack is advantage.
22.
That hits.
And so this is +2. Um, and it's proficiency, strength, and then the weapon bonuses.
The damage is your weapon plus any magical modifiers plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so strength is +2.
Okay.
And the dueling fighting style, so that's +2.
Okay, so that's 4. All right.
And then +1 using Rista.
Okay.
+5.
All right.
Uh, 12.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that's your first attack. Now your second attack is at normal.
And same one. I'm attacking the same one. No, I missed. 7.
Okay. Is that your turn, sir?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna disengage. They're gonna come at me and kill me, or I'm gonna kill them when they come at me.
Okay.
So,
Artemis, you're engaged with number 2.
Man. Okay. No, bow. Or just leave it slung or put it away. And then bring out my sword.
Okay.
And that is uh gosh, is that a 6? I just want to make sure I'm rolling the right addition here. So there's a 16 plus 6 to hit. That's
26.
22.
Hits.
And then a 10 plus 2, 3, 4, 5 damage,
5 damage. Okay.
right? 3.
And then wait, that's number 2. Sorry. And then next.
And the next swing is a 19 on the die and a 9 damage.
9 damage.
Mhm.
All right. Then
And that's it. I don't think I can do it.
Bastard, you are hidden right now.
Okay. I need to get line of sight, so I'm gonna try to climb that rock
Okay.
on my 12. I have a virtue that says
Okay,
um climbing doesn't cost extra movement.
so 15 feet.
Okay. So 15 feet of my movement, and I'm gonna shoot number 3.
When'd you?
So that's 20, 20, 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay. Um,
3 is getting shot at. Okay.
for number 3.
Yeah, you're shooting.
Okay. Uh-huh. So 7 um piercing damage and 15 sneak attack damage.
22. Is that right? 22.
Uh, yes.
Okay. Is that your turn?
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to slide down off the rock.
Going forward?
No, going back down. On the other side, so I can hide again.
All right.
And bonus action hide.
Okay. Callan.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna pop up Or do I have line of sight on number 2 from where I'm at?
And from there you,
Well, yeah, if I from down here, yeah.
yeah, you do.
Okay, perfect. I will shoot at number 2.
Okay.
18.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so 1d8. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 8. 8 points of damage.
Damage. Okay.
And then my second shot. 18 plus 7 is 25.
Yep, that hits.
So 8, 12. 12 points of damage.
The damage.
Yeah.
And then I will bonus action hide again. Let's see. 18 plus 7, so 25.
Well, let's see. Their turn. Gonna stay there.
I'll just stay there and I'm hidden.
Here,
Whoa!
it's this right. This one is the same. I think it's far. That's 30 feet. I think it's only 25. He's up here. Hello.
Oh! And he falls back down.
Astrid
Hey.
moves his head as he moves up, and then follows it with his head as he goes falling down.
Does now say us get opportunity of attack on that one, number 4?
So he,
Or both of them? Both of them just passed me, right?
one that's up here actually has his eyes locked on fast rate because of what he rolled for perception. Got that. Number 3 is going to attack here. With advantage on the first attack. That's a lot. That's so uh 22 to hit Malastase on that attack. Using that. That's 10 points of slashing.
Yeah.
Second attack is at normal. That's a miss. This guy is gonna reckless. Advantage. Nat 20 on
Ouch.
Artemis.
Mm.
Ooh,
So that's
Uh-oh.
21 points of slashing on you.
Okay.
And that's their round. And when you're up,
Wait, those ones that rushed by Nalasteus, did Nalasteus get an opportunity attack on any of them?
there was a space here.
Yeah.
They went around that.
Okay.
So that's and when you're up.
Um,
There's one in your face.
all right. I guess I'll try to stick them with my short sword. And I rolled a 19
That hits.
plus. Oh, that's my short sword. That's my special short sword. That's a crit on a 19 or a 20.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, so max damage.
So one die. So it's a die 6 plus 6. So the plus 6 is my bonus, I guess, and the die 6 is the regular die. So you double that, right? So it's
6, then roll, and then
and
add.
then roll. Okay. And then roll. I rolled a 5.
That's 11 plus 6, 17, right?
Uh, yep.
So yeah,
And then,
Huh?
yep. And that will be, yeah, I don't use the craft for that. Okay. And let's see. I will stay there, I think.
so that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Now it's this. You are right there.
All right, so there's the one to my 1 and the one to my 9.
So you have number 3 right here.
3 is the one I've been striking on, right?
It's the one you've been hitting, correct?
All right, so that's the one I'll attack.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, I can't keep all these bonuses for you.
You have
Uh,
to write them down.
yeah, I have, but there's like so many pluses all over the sheet. Not, but
Make the table.
Yeah, that must suck, man.
Now let's stay in the middle of the where you have your weapons, you can just add your totals there, your attack and your damage. You just put them right there. So if your weapons are a DA, you put the DA, and then you have the first part is the attack, so you put your bonus for the attack, and then the second space should be for your damage.
okay, so I've got my strength bonus, my proficiency bonus,
That's for the attack, yes. And then the
no,
damage,
no, no,
add your
no,
weapon.
just damage. My strength,
Oh, for damage, it's your strength plus the weapon modifier plus your fighting style, which is +2.
okay, so that's +2 is 4, and +1 for the weapon, so it's +5.
Right.
Okay. 7.
How do you do it?
Yay.
You took a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's been hit a few times.
Nice.
All right, another attack, spin, swing on that other guy.
Well,
that-
you're up here.
Yeah, one's dead.
Oh, one is dead. One
Yeah,
is dead.
number 3 is dead.
And number 1 is dead.
Yep.
Number 3 and number 1, they're both dead.
Shoot. Okay. Sam, say something so I can see your full.
Okay,
feed.
hi, how are you doing?
Good.
All right, hold
So
on.
I've got the one attacking Artemis and the 2 up top.
Right. Oh, it's already pinned. That's weird. Okay.
Can I get
Everyone pins their
can,
own.
can can I move to that number 5 and attack number 5, or is it too steep, too far?
Terrain. So let me see. 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, you'd be short. Now you have this one over here you can get to.
And attack with my sword because my arrow is going to do 30 points of damage.
You can get to number 2.
And attack.
Yes.
Right. Then I come in swinging.
Okay.
21.
Hits. Oh,
11 points of damage.
ooh, that hurts. All right.
Do I get a bonus because I'm in proximity to one of my allies?
Does you have an ability that gives you that?
No. I don't know. I just heard that said once. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, by the aspirin usually.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Oh, the music that's playing right now is the attack on Helm's Deep, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
All right, so that's the round.
Okay.
Artemis,
Up again.
got the guy in front of you.
All right, I'm going to keep slashing him
Okay.
since I must. What is it?
Now he used reckless, so does Artemis get
She-
advantage?
Yeah, she gets advantage.
Okay, so the first one was a 23 to hit. So that was better. 23 to hit, and the damage is 10.
Roll again to see if you get it advantage.
Yeah, that's what I rolled, and that one was better. So
So how much?
damage is 10.
Let me see. That's number 2. Yeah, how do you do it?
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nice.
the head is coming off. He hit me for 21 damage, so head is off.
Yeah.
Off with your
Yeah.
head. And then my bonus action, I'm gonna use that defiance feat that I just realized. Like, you could have been using this a long time ago. And I'm gonna use one of my hit die to heal myself.
Okay.
Oh,
She's in defiance. She's feeling
Yeah.
better.
Exactly.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, so that's 7 back.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
And I kick the head out of the way. Then it's my turn. I'm done.
Astrid, number 5 is looking at you. He sees you.
Am I engaged with him?
You're 5 feet down from him. But he
Okay.
can see you.
So I'm gonna look at him and run away, going woo,
And say bye.
bye
Run the
bye.
other way.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna dash. Um, towards my 11.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're here. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Dash.
Okay. So that's 25 feet. Move. So you move 25 and then you're going to dash again. Is that what
Yes.
okay. I didn't understand. 5, 10, 15 down here. 20, 25. Okay.
And I'm gonna take a shot at him.
So you can partial cover. Go ahead.
So partial cover does what?
His AC goes up. Go ahead and shoot.
Okay. Oh yeah, no. That's an 11.
Yeah, no, that misses you completely. Callan may have heard the arrow. Maybe. Is that your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn, yes.
Callan, he does not see you though.
Yeah. Can
You-
I? How much to get up to where Astrid was?
Um, it's right here. So 5 feet over, but he's 5 feet up.
Okay, so that's 10 feet to get there. And can I move towards the 5 position, or is that a tree right behind me, or is that
This is the trees here. There's just grass and
shrubbery? Okay.
shrubbery.
Can I move? So that was 10 feet. So I got another 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I like just move all the way 5, 10, so right to the back corner there?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot at number 4.
Okay. Got it. Now he is going to see you coming out of there, just so you know.
Yep.
Okay.
18 plus. Well, he'll have to roll a perception, won't he? Or does he automatically see me?
You, attacking brings you out of
Oh, okay.
you
Okay.
need to roll advantage for hitting number 4 because you're fighting shooting from
Oh, right. Okay. Oh no, 18 plus 7 is 25. So 1d8, so 3 plus 4 is 7. 8 plus 1. So that's 8 points of damage to number 4.
he knows you're there.
Okay.
Great.
Yep. And then I'll take another shot at him.
Okay.
15 plus 7 is 22. Or 6, 4 is 10.
Yeah. All right. Yep. So they both can see you now.
Yep.
Okay. What are you doing next?
I am gonna bonus action. Nope. Now, so can I already take on my 2 attacks? Can I put away my bow and just pull up my sword and shield, or is that considered kind of like a half action?
You can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, and with my bonus action, I'm gonna make my sword emit dim light for Gleam of Wrath virtue.
Say that again. What is it? Gleam of Wrath? What?
Gleam of Wrath. So it emits a dim light and deals radiant damage.
Oh, okay. And that's when you hit, correct?
That's when I hit. Yes, that's correct. So I'm just using my bonus action to kind of like imbue it.
he's not even- Okay. All right, so now it's their turn, and then the first one is gonna raid. Yeah, reckless attack on Anwin. 16, does that hit Anwin?
Nope.
Okay, so then its second attack was that.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it does.
Okay, so 16. So I resolve that. That's a D10. There it is. That's 7 points of slashing, and then he misses on his second attack. He's gonna rush the elf. Why not?
Rush? Is that like a special attack?
He's just running at you.
Oh,
Raise. 22, I think that's you.
yep.
And that's 12 points of slashing. He did reckless, and then his second normal attack. That's an 18 total. Does that hit you?
Yep.
Okay, so he rolls 14 points of slashing this time. All right. Anwin. He's in your face right there.
All right. So I'm gonna try to stab him with my little sword again. Ooh, another 19.
Yeah, that's a crit. Max damage.
So it's 6 plus this is 4 plus. So that's 10 plus the 6, so that's 16.
How do you do it?
So
How do you do it?
I will like since I'm kind of a little bit lower than him, I'm gonna like slash and just like take him out at the knees.
Oh my goodness. Gonna bleed out. Okay.
Anyone doesn't even need us.
She's been watching you guys
Yeah, I've been learning.
and running around and swordcraft in between adventures. All right, so
All right. Yeah, so that'll be my turn. I can't really help Callan yet.
okay. All right. Back to the top of the round. Artemis, you're down there. Yeah.
On the grass, huh? All right.
Wait,
Where-
I thought Nalasteus was bottom of the round.
Oh, that's right. Anastasia, you're up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. If I can I move to my 3 up that hill and get a shot off at the last remaining.
It is difficult terrain, so that
I'm talking,
five,
well,
10.
yeah, so maybe to my 2. Maybe to my 2 is a better way to say it.
So come this way to see if you get line of sight. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Oh,
I don't think so. But I think if you go 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, you would get up here.
Up there? Okay, yeah, if I can get up there and take a shot with my bow, I'll do it.
Right there. That gives you line of sight.
Right. 20, 30. Okay. 7 points of damage.
Okay. Second shot.
No, 11.
11. That does not hit. Bounces off his armor this time. Yeah. Is that your turn, sir?
No, I want to keep coming toward him.
Now you used up your movement.
Okay.
It is difficult terrain, which adds an additional square of movement.
Put your pointer down there on me again.
You're right there. That's where you are. You were here, and then this coming up that hill costs extra movement.
Yeah, then my turn is done.
Okay. Now it's Artemis's turn.
All right. I have to get up so I can see people's, yes?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move up the rock there. How
That's
far can I get with
25
what
feet
I
here. But you have
25 feet there?
to get up to there. Is
Okay.
you have to come up, and then you have a lot of ally in that's giving him partial cover. And if you move over 5 feet,
Um,
this ally would give him partial cover. So you're in a difficult situation if you want to shoot from there.
so if I move to why my voice just squeaked. If I move, oh, what's on? Is that a rock in front of me? Can I move up on the rock? What is that piece? It
That's
it's not very.
Nalasteus.
That's okay. Sorry, Nelson. Um,
No, no, a
it,
rock is
I
actually
thought it was a rock. It really
no,
that's
it's
not very
actually
clear. I thought it was. I was gonna step on it. Okay.
totally take
Um.
totally take a rock. A rock is a good description in combat.
So if I move over to nine to the nine, I would not be able to see over the
You
what would be covering him?
went up. I took you 25 feet of movement to get up on that hill. That hill is high.
Correct. Yes.
So you have 5 feet of movement left, which if you go down, you're basically falling.
Well, I don't want to fall down. I'm like meaning like on the rock. If I move 5 feet in a straight line.
Now
Oh
you
my
can
gosh.
see a little better, is what I'm talking about. So to get from where number two was over there, that's 25 feet of movement. If you move
Okay.
over to where you're talking about, you're going to come off. You're going to slide right off of that. Right now, your line of sight is Nalasteus is in front. You have 5 feet of movement left. If you move up to the left or towards where it says Lord of the Rings,
Uh-huh.
line is that's the line of sight goes through Anwin. So either way, no matter where you go right now, to the right is falling off. Straight ahead is partial cover. To the left, towards where to where Lord of the Rings is going to be
Uh-huh.
partial cover because of Anwin.
Okay. So either way, partial cover. I'm gonna say duck and then get partial cover and then hit him.
Go ahead and shoot.
And that's okay.
Oh,
So
natural.
the what?
Okay.
No, no natural one. Not this time, Sam. Nice thinking. Nice wishing though. That is a 17. Am I at disadvantage?
No, that hits.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's 6, 7, 8 damage. Oh wait, no, I'm using my bow. I'm stupid. That's 12 damage.
All right. Next shot.
Same thing. So 24 to hit, and that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage.
Third shot.
Oh, that's right. And that is a natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
Good work.
And the die roll for damage is an 8.
So 8 plus the roll.
Um, so it's a D8 plus 4 normally.
So
And
that's
then I roll a D8 again and I got an 8.
oh that's 20.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
20.
So you did 30. Wait,
Yeah, that's
Oh
20.
wow.
you did 44 points of damage.
Wow.
So these arrows fly past Nalasteus' head. Uh,
Just split a few hairs.
yeah, in
You
front
can't
of,
miss. You totally can't miss.
yeah, in front of Anwin's face,
Oh
and
my gosh.
buries into this guy. How do you do it? Because he's like, you know,
Um, if he's, when he's spouting off at the mouth, I'm gonna get him right in time, so shut him up, right in his face. I'm imagining him like talking mess to us.
Callan, witness this much violence. I think that's a shadow point, right?
Oh no, that's rude.
Oops.
That was pretty brutal. Right.
Nalasteus
Well,
is
he
here
only got
like
half damage, right? Because he was under half cover. Well, didn't he only, or what did that do? Raise his AC? Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, he didn't live through that.
No.
There you go,
Can I
Callan.
get?
You
I
got
want to
it.
get my arrows back though. I did a lot of arrows.
Well,
Yeah.
Can I roll for that?
I'm thinking your crit one is
It all went all lost. Okay.
So
So,
minus 2 arrows total for you because you got 2 crits.
okay.
Um,
Thank you.
and then who else was shooting?
I was
I
shooting.
did.
Um, trying to think. Pastor, you shot twice.
Yes.
You get one back because one of them went flying.
Sweet.
And then now Steas, how many did you shoot?
2.
Two. And yours, both of yours hit, right?
No, 1 hit, 1 did not.
So you get that one back.
Yeah.
I shot just one.
And that one hit.
Yeah.
You get that.
And I shot.
You shot
How many rounds have we been in?
3 rounds.
3 rounds. So we're on the top of the third.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I shot for 2 rounds. So that's 4 arrows.
Okay, so you hit with all 4?
No, I missed with one.
Okay, so you get 3 back. The other ones are somewhere out in the
Okay.
Earth.
Jeez, I just wanted some tea.
See, anytime faster goes off, we get into trouble.
I know, it's a good thing, right? That we all went to help him. No way I would let him wander around by himself out here. It's too dangerous.
Right, and that was actually a good team effort. I
Yeah.
think all of us hit and hit well in some cases.
You find 5 plants faster.
Ooh.
My little magic short
Thank
sword
you.
from the elves worked pretty well that time.
Yeah. Can I check the bodies for like any stuff?
Um, okay. So I'm gonna write in the Discord where they found.
Oh, cool.
What kind of identifying kind of marks do they have on? Like,
These-
who are these guys?
I don't know about these memes, but anyway, the
They're kind of funny.
they are, they're not Lord of the Rings, so it's kind of like what?
No.
Well,
Jackie,
that's SpongeBob, isn't it? That one?
Jackie Chan, Drunken Master over here. It's like not even in the setting. The Raiders have each.
Well, he kept slipping around and falling around, and we said he was drunken fist.
Alexis, and then had
Yeah, I thought it was very appropriate.
um, um, um,
And that's Futurama, not a SpongeBob.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, Futurama, yep.
Yeah, I never watched Futurama.
It's really good. You should do it sometime.
Yeah, I should give it a try. I've heard good things about it.
It's really funny, and the heartfelt moments are really earned.
And while we're doing that, who needs some
I need
healing?
healing. I took some big hits.
Okay. So I'll use my healer's kit and come over and bandage you up.
Okay, and that's using hit dice. One of my hit
A
dice.
little elven magic in it.
Okay, so is
Oh,
that
you
plus
get, yeah, you roll your hit die and get a +10.
plus 10? Perfect. Let's see. Where's my D10? There.
Yeah, we're going back to
5.
I can't remember what they call it, but
I'm gonna use 2. So each hit dice I get plus 10, or just if I use 2 hit dice, do I just only get plus 10 at the end?
Yeah, right.
Okay, okay.
That's right.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we're going back to the inn anyway, right?
and that's I don't
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
remember
that's true.
I don't remember I
That's
don't remember the term for it, but we like it's a safe place. It's a good place.
Safe haven? Well, Bree is a safe haven, but this
This is
this
too,
inn
I
is not a
think.
safe haven.
It is before we picked you up, Callan. We were here once before.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, so it's now safe haven?
I think so. Sam, tell me.
I mean, it has in the past, so I'm not gonna back up off of it.
Oh, okay.
A second. Okay, so
I wrote
If
that
that's
down somewhere.
if that's the case, then I won't use hit dice, and you can keep your kit.
I mean, you guys got to travel back, so I don't know.
Yeah, we do have to travel back, so I'm wondering if
Those raiders get
anybody's like, if you're down quite a bit, in
Yeah,
order
yeah,
to
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just do some
Okay.
healing if you're
Okay.
worried
Okay.
about it,
Okay.
but we don't need to do like extreme healing.
Yeah.
Although
I
I don't know,
am
and
with
when, if you get that extreme healing every morning, then sure, why not?
Well, I have to replenish my healer's kit at when we're in a safe haven, and I get 10 uses out of it. So,
Okay. I just use one.
and and right now it's fresh, so I just replenished it when we were in Bree.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot better. I'm just slightly hurt.
Okay.
I have how okay, I'm at 47 out of 61. However, we're how far are we from town? Did
An
you say?
hour.
About
An
an
hour?
hour.
Over and up.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, 5 battle axes, scale armor. 4 of them in
What?
high cover shields, boots. Oh, sweet.
Armor.
We can sell all that. Unless
69.
someone wants the scale mail.
Alastaeus, you're only an AC of 15.
Yeah, but that's kind of Nalasteus doesn't like metal on his
Oh,
on his skin.
Okay. All right.
Nalasteus is bleeding. He's all right when we're talking about healing.
Yeah.
Um,
You need Anwin to bandage you up.
bandaging would be good, like, but he'd be resistant to like if something were to happen on the way back to the inn, he would want Anwin to still be able to heal at peak power. So
Do the hide coverings like help with armor if you're already wearing armor?
It's hide armor.
Oh, never mind then.
Are we gonna put are we just gonna put the silvers into like a pot? Is that what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
party loot?
A party loot.
Pretty
Uh-huh.
Yep, I think so. Anything that we sell,
Okay.
I think can just go into the party loot.
All right, cool. Oh, it's almost midnight. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
it's almost mid.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You're talking about real world.
For some of us.
Yeah, went from 1 p.m. to midnight. Long fight.
Wait, now we're out here in the dark? Now we're out here in the dark? What the?
It'll be closer to afternoon tea by the time you get back. Put it that way.
Speaking of tea, how many doses would 5 plants be?
5.
Just 5?
Takes a lot
Okay.
to make tea. It takes several leaves, right?
Yes.
So 5.
Okay.
How I'm trying to write it down. How much party loot is there? So far I put my 7 in, so 23 silver. What else did they have on them? They
Well,
had 16 silver between the 5 of them.
you gotta ask Faster because he had a high number.
You had a high number? Okay.
I lost count. I don't know where it is right now.
Oh, are you asking about them or are you asking for my own
Us.
personal
Well, is that
amount?
personal? The 2
Yeah,
nights?
so my personal amount right now is 234 silver, 3 gold, and a pale green barrel.
Oh, okay. Well, I just put my 7 and into the pot, which is now 23 is
So
what I have in like the
the pot.
party loot rather. Yeah. the pot. Okay.
So I
I
guess
just want to keep track of it, that's all.
Faster. It's got expenses right now.
Well, we know we're covered
Um,
if
yeah, I can put my
emergency
silver in the
arises.
party in that pot as well, so we'd be up to. I have a +7 for that silver,
Okay.
so that'd be
I
up to
will,
30.
I will look at my purse and hand it over.
Did you say 30? So, and then I'm sorry, then if you're gonna put that all in, can you repeat that?
Not putting it in.
Yes.
What is it again?
Yes, your question.
1 second.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, thanks.
And that was from all the way back in the Blue Mountains when um, there was an episode where it was just myself and I stumbled onto a big pile of coin.
Wow, that's good.
Nice.
No wonder you're so heavy for such a small guy.
It's got the food,
No,
right?
that's just good living.
So, did anybody else need healing? Because even without rolling a hit die, I can give you 10 points of healing by bandaging you up.
Yeah, see if it's only. I mean, if you're not running, if you're gonna just get them back when we get back to town, then I'll take it. I mean, I
Yeah.
know it's only an hour away, but that'll probably fill me up.
Okay. So I'll mark that off. It's
Oh
okay.
yeah, that'll fill me up.
Then you get 10.
And now Steas is in the same boat. He took some pretty good hits.
Yeah. So, okay. Same for you. I can give you 10.
Yeah.
And I still have several uses left.
Awesome. All right. So good stopping point.
Yep. Mhm.
There's never a good stopping point.
All right. Well, I hope
As long as we get back to the end. Do we get back to the end? Or we gotta get back to the end.
we'll find out.
Ah,
It's a
okay.
good thing we healed then.
We got to leave. You know what? We got to leave a cliffhanger. Everyone.
Cliff.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
But yeah, I know. I hope everybody had fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
And we're back to 2 weeks again next time.
After the let me see the schedule.
Yeah. What is the date?
Date on here is
So the second.
two. Oh, looks like we're skipping. No, because the 11th would have been on the 28th, right? No, the 11th would have been on the 4th. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, 11 would have been on the 4th. Yeah, yep. So it's December 2nd. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
December 30th. Is everybody good with that day?
December
Nope.
30th.
Yes.
Nope. I'm traveling that Christmas week. So,
Christmas,
What?
because the 30th is New Year's week.
yeah, that's saying between Christmas and New Year's.
Are you going to be in the? Are you in the Waterdeep campaign?
Yep.
So are you going to be out on the 23rd?
I will be, nope, I'll be home on the 23rd and I'll be able to do Numenera on the 27th. But I won't do, I'm traveling over like 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, and
Then
1st.
you'll be in Mohorand as well, then, right?
No,
No?
I'm not in that anymore.
Oh, that's right. You're out. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Well, actually, probably that day I could like come in because I'm not working, but
Well, just let
it's
me know.
because of my work schedule. Yeah, I'll let you know.
So the 30th.
I think I've got company coming is my problem.
Right. So the 30th is the only day you're not in, correct?
Right.
Okay. All right. So I just said
Well, the 28th is Korean, Premiering, and I won't be in that either.
okay, the 20th and the 30th. Right, hold on.
So like just looking at Mondays, what about like the 9th and the 16th in December?
The 16th is the scheduled one, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay for that one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the 2nd, the 9th, and 16th is good. The 23rd is good. The 30th is the one you're out, and the 28th. So I need to do this real quick.
Is it Is anybody else away on the 30th? Should we like postpone that one?
I should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine too.
Yeah.
I just sent you a Discord message just as a reminder, Red.
Okay.
That should be December. Sorry. Oh, December. All right, cool.
Terrific. Well, thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.